Slogans, rock and metal extravaganza.
Oh, sorry. My phone's up loud.
That opening.
I would mute it. Web, you have it on your phone. Gotta make it. Test for echo. Test for echo. Okay, it's good. We're gone.
I like that. Did you
Right.
rent an
Holy
old
crap.
guitar for
Web's
that
fanning
opening?
himself off because apparently he just went for a jog.
I was on the street edging and standing on the concrete.
Whoa,
It's
hey,
very, very hot.
What?
Very, very hot.
Web, do you know what that means?
What?
Never mind. He said something. I just, yeah. Anyways, welcome to Slogans Rock and Metal Extravaganza. We're here today to finish off our best songs of Rush series. We did the 70s, 80s, and now we're here to do the rest of the catalog, 90s to 2012. And we're also including Feedback. It's an EP, I guess. It's 27 minutes, but like that's a Van Halen album. Really?
Yeah.
27,
Totally.
One more song and it's a full. It's weird that that's an EP to me, 27 minutes, but I guess it's not long enough to be an LP and not short enough to be an EP. It's an ELP. Wow, the jokes are falling flat today. All right, so we got Webb, Christina, Will's Hold Your Fire page, and test for Webbo Vandiver, Christina, Slogans and Arrows, Will's Hold Your Fire page, and Brytor the Snowman. Sure. What's going on in the chat? I'm listening but have some visits, so can't comment as much or make fun of Sid. Oh, thanks. Don't worry, I make fun of myself enough as is just by talking.
We'll cover you, Dan.
There's a Desynth, Power Windows, and Hold Your Fire on YouTube. I might have to go listen to those. Really? Did someone make it themselves, or is that just all right? So yeah, we're gonna go through all 7 of these. I think it's 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 7 of these.
4, 5. Yep.
So Webb has knitting classes to go to after this. So no knitting. Webb's going out to just party with Getty and Alex and
Yeah, right there, those guys.
No, Webb's gotta go somewhere. He's only got till about 3:45, so about an hour and a half from now. Hopefully we don't go that long, but just in case, Webb is gonna go first. So he's just gonna actually do all of his picks just at once and then hang around with us until he needs to go. And so we'll make sure that Webb can just get all of his picks done. So Webb, you want to get into would be, hold on, which one are we doing? Oh my God, I have these all out of order now. Roll the Bones. All right, so we got Dreamline, Bravado, Roll the Bones, Face Up, Where's My Thing, The Big Wheel, Hearsay, Ghost of a Chance, Neurotica, and You Bet Your Life. Sorry, it's Heresy, not Hearsay.
Yeah, Heresy.
Heresy. All right, Webb, what's your favorite off of this one?
Okay, so I'm going to start by saying I saw this tour with Primus opening in Atlanta, and Primus was really pushing Rush to really play well. So this was a really good tour despite the album being okay. So my favorite has one of the best melodies of any later, I don't know if you call early 90s later Rush, but I do. And it sticks with me every time. It's almost ballady, but Ghost of a Chance is my favorite song on this album.
Wow. Okay.
And I love that song. I just think it sounds great. It kind of has a Level 42 vibe. I mean, it kind of, it's airy and atmospheric, but got a great groove. It's got a killer chorus, I think. And it's just the lyrics are really, that's some really, Neil writes a ton of great lyrics, but this one knocks it out of the park again. So always love that song. And Dreamline would be my second, and Where's My Thing instrumental would be my third. But
you went 3.
I said it real quick. I'm not explaining it.
Honorables, yeah.
Yeah, honorables.
Fine.
And
going,
and again, this
okay.
tour was awesome. So,
Do you remember Webb? Do you remember when they brought "Where's My Thing" back on the Clockwork tour? The Clockwork
Yes.
Angels live tour.
Yes.
Second set, I think it was incredible to hear that song again after all those years.
Oh yeah, and they love. You can tell they love playing that live. I mean, they just love it.
So good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you want me to just go to the next one? I mean,
yeah. So just keep going. So we got Counterparts next, right? Yep. So you got Animate, Stick It Out, Cut to the Chase, Nobody's Hero, Between Sun and Moon, Alien Shore, The Speed of Love, Double Agent, Leave That Thing Alone, Cold Fire, and Everyday Glory. And also, if you want to post your favorites in the chat, Bobo or whoever's here, anyone in the chat wants to post their favorites, I will click on them and post that as well. So.
Okay, so Counterparts, I saw every tour from Signals Up. So I'm not going to keep repeating myself with that. I don't remember who opened up for these guys in this one, no idea. But it might have been somebody we didn't see. I love Counterparts. I love the big sound of it. This is when they turn back to getting this kind of heavier rock, big guitar sound. Peter Collins did a lot better job, I think, producing and mixing than Rupert Hine. Rupert Hine was just too poppy and didn't like it. So I love the way this sounds. You might think I'm going to pick Animate because it's a killer start off to the album. But my favorite has always been Double Agent. I love Double Agent, the kind of the dual personalities and the different parts of the song. I love the way it switches when he's doing the two different agents. That I just think it's so cool. And Between Sun and Moon and Alien Shore are my honorables. Love it. Love this album. There's only there's a couple skips on this one. That's it.
So next we got what? Test for Echo. I don't own Test for Echo. I think that's the next.
I got it.
Okay, good. Webb's got it.
Well, you're not missing much, but okay. So Test for Echo. Again, they were good on this tour. I mean, they're always good, right? I know people have said that sometimes they seemed a little kind of burnt out by this tour. I don't know. Will might know something about that, but I know you were playing stuff on your channel, some live stuff a few weeks ago or a month ago, and I listened to some of it. But I don't listen to this album very much. I just do not. I don't go back to it much, but I like the way it sounds, and I had a hard time picking my favorite song, but the one that gets me the most is Driven. I love Driven. I just think it's just that heavy rock groove. Sounds great drumming, big guitars, and it's always been my favorite. And then the title track would be my honorable mention. This is probably the least listened to album by these guys for me. So, yeah.
Dad likes it. What a great album. There you go.
Yeah, it's good, but I just find myself never going back to it. And even on Spotify, I don't go to it. Okay. So I don't know. Yeah.
So what's next? I gotta open this on. Yeah, I got them all out of order. What? I'm lost. Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know what West Coast Dave's talking about.
I don't know. West Coast Dave, you've been drinking. No, I'm kidding.
It's early on the West Coast.
Right? No, it's not next, is it? Isn't Feedback?
Yeah,
no,
is it Vapor then Feedback? Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
Vapor then Feedback.
Yeah. This is what happens when I don't own all of them. I'm missing two. I get confused on which one's next here. Oh, I got all right. So that. Yeah. Vapor Trails, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got one little. I didn't even read the songs on Test for Echo. Whatever. I'll do it again then. One Little Victory, Ceiling Unlimited, Ghost Rider, Peaceable Kingdom, Stars Look Down, How It Is, the title track. Well, sort of. It's Vapor Trail, not Trails. Vapor Trail, Secret Touch, Earthshine, Sweet Miracle, Nocturne, and Freeze, and then Out of the Cradle. So, what are you going with on this one?
Well, I never noticed that the title track left the S off. I just noticed that.
Yeah, I just noticed now.
Thanks for bringing that up. This album, of course, gets a lot of crap for how it was mixed, right? And it got remixed, and it sounds pretty. But it's the victim of the loudness wars people will talk about and all this stuff. But they seemed energized coming back after all the tragedies that Neil faced, and they had a new producer, Paul Northfield, and it's just a big sounding album. It's heavy. It's got some heavy ass songs on here. My favorite is a song that is in 5/4 for all you drummers out there, and it's Freeze part 4 of Fear. I love Freeze. I just something about that song, and just I love it. And it's a long song, but I
It
just
gives you
love
chills,
the different
right?
parts.
Good.
Yeah, it gives me it gives me a good one.
The goosebumps.
Rim shot. So Freeze part 4 Fear, and I if I go back to this, I don't go back to this one much either. Sorry guys, but Vapor Trail would be my number 2, and Earthshine. I like Earthshine, and and of course One Little Victory is cool too. But favorite is Freeze.
Cool. So now we're on to the correct album that I was saying. So now we're on to Feedback. So this was like in between. Whoa, the studio album, right? This was like an
2004.
EP, like covers. They wanted to do it because these were all songs that meant a lot to them. There's like a little thing on here. Actually, when you get the CD, I don't like this at the CDs, like this cheap little thin cardboard thing. But I guess they're trying to do it like a record. And if you're not careful, the CD actually falls out. So I got to like hold it. But there's like a little thing on. Yeah, Will's got it too.
Yeah.
Tells
Yeah,
you
I
basically
never got
why they did this kind of sort of thing, and how they like used to like hear all these covers back then, and they loved the Blue Cheer version of Summertime Blues, Cream's Crossroads, just stuff like that, right? So they're just kind of like information on here as to what inspired them. So they did these songs. So yeah, you got Summertime Blues, which I guess is technically Eddie Cochran, but they're kind of doing it the Blue Cheer version or the Who version, similar to that. Heart Full of Soul, I'm forgetting who that is now. That's
Yardbirds.
Yardbirds.
Isn't it
thank you.
Yardbirds? Yeah.
For What It's Worth would be Buffalo
Like
Springfield.
Springfield.
Yeah.
And The Seeker, obviously the Who. Mr. Soul was also Buffalo Springfield,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
which was written by Neil Young when he was in the
It's
band.
Neil Young. Yeah.
Seven and Seven Is, which is by Love, except
Yeah.
Arthur Lee, right, originally?
Mm-hmm. No, it's Love. It's a love song.
But it's
on
Love. Okay.
Forever Changes, that classic 67 album.
Okay. And then Shapes of Things, which was Yardbirds. They I mean, it's Jeff Beck too. They basically do it the Yardbirds way, kind of almost a mix of both. I feel like, because at the end it kind of gets a little bit heavier, but and then of course Crossroads, which is obviously old Robert Johnson blues song, but made famous by Cream. So they're obviously doing the Cream version. So it's like covers of covers actually. When you think about it, they're so.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cool.
Wow, that's actually cool. What is that?
That is the single. I don't want to take Webb's time, but that is the single of 7 and 7 Is the love version on one side, and the Rush version on the other side.
Cool. Where did you find that?
That was a record store day release around that time. And I only managed to get one copy. Really weird kind of looking cover. Nothing on the back, but it's a cool looking item anyway. So thought I'd share it. Yeah. Anyway,
all right,
off you go.
Cool. So Webb, what's your favorite of these covers?
They did. I read that. I didn't know this until I researched the album a little bit. They did most of this live. A lot of these songs. I don't know that there's many
After
overdubs
it came
at all.
out? Like
No. On the record, they played it live in the studio.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
It was recorded live. There wasn't
it does
really
sound live. It sounds
and they wanted to have that energy of them playing live, which I thought was cool. I used to play this song in a band sometimes, and I love playing and drumming to it, and they do a great job of it. And it's The Seeker. I love The Seeker. I love that song. I think it's catchy. I love the groove. They play it pretty much standard, just like the Who, and but they nail it. You can tell they're having fun doing it. Crossroads they nail too, and Crossroads would be, my second one. And then I like The Shapes of Things by the Yardbirds would be my other honorable mention. I didn't dig the 7 and 7 in case anybody picks it. I didn't dig that the way they did it. I
just
don't know.
named half the songs. Well, it was only 7 anyway.
I know. Anyway, so that's feedback. I don't have feedback.
Anyways, right?
Yeah, I didn't. I never got the feedback CD, so I don't know why.
Okay. I think I got this when it came out. I was like, I listened to this to death when it came out. Actually, I actually really liked it. But yeah.
But let me ask Will something. He'll know. When they toured they played a couple. Didn't they? When they were touring they played they played Crossroads, didn't they?
They did. They played. They played a number of these tracks, a few of these tracks, not all of them. On the R30 tour. So
okay, that's
around, They did Summertime Blues. They did Heart Full of Soul, but it was in like an acoustic version.
Yes.
Which
Okay.
was very cool. They played The Seeker.
Yeah.
And I think Crossroads. They did Crossroads too, if I remember correctly, which was cool to see them do that live because they did a good job on it. Yeah.
Well, on that tour, and I'm not going to go get it down, McFadden, but that's the meet and greet. I've showed it many a time on camera, and don't tempt me, B-Mac, to go and pull that thing off the wall.
Oh,
yeah. Okay, so what do we got next? We got
now we got Snakes and Arrows, right? We're moving along quickly. So this one we got. Oh man, there's a lot of songs. Far Cry, Armor and Sword, Working Them Angels, The Larger Bowl, Spindrift, The Main Monkey Business, The Way the Wind Blows, Hope, Faithless, Bravest Face, Good News First. Oh, Malignant, Narcissism, We Hold On, and yeah, that's it. Webb, what's your favorite off of this one?
Well, when they pre-released, I don't know how far in advance. Again, Will probably know. When Far Cry came out, and that thing kicked in, I said, "Holy shit, this is Rush's best song in like 10 years." I mean, or more. I mean, I was like, "This song is great." I think it has the best hook in pre-chorus into chorus. This is what I wrote down of any 21st century Rush song. So anything from 2000 on, I mean, I think that's their best. That thing sticks in your head. I just love Far Cry. I think by far it's the best album, best song on the album. So that's definitely my favorite. If I gave some honorable mentions, it would be Malignant Narcissism, which is cool. And, there's some good instrumentals on here. And The Way the Wind Blows is a cool song too. And there's a few more, but I just, to be such a huge Rush fan, I mean, just fanatic, I don't go to a lot of these. I don't go back to these much. I did when they were out and, when it was fresh, but I just don't go. But Far Cry, always do. I love that song.
That was on the radio, honestly. That was on the radio so much when that came out too. When this album came out, like every day, 2 or 3 times a day, Far Cry was on the radio. It was crazy. That was huge. It's probably one of their bigger later albums because that song was always on the radio. Well,
I wrote that that was their first one with Rick Raskinell. I can never say his name, and they called him Booge because he would orchestrate Neil. People that have read about this, he would sit there and chew them for drum fills and crashes and stuff, and he would look right at them through the glass, and Neil loved that. Yeah, right there it is. There it is. Yeah. And it went gold in Canada. It did not go gold in the U.S. Vapor Trails had no certifications gold in Canada, nothing. And Test for Echo. Yeah. The last platinum one was Counterparts.
Yeah, I wonder if that's, I don't know, it's hard to find because I know Wikipedia sometimes doesn't even have information on certain bands for if you go on Zeppelin, there's 4 albums that don't even show certification for Canada, which is obviously wrong because they obviously sold. So sometimes they just never bothered to. It's just weird. Yeah. I would have to say these Rush albums did well in the US. I don't know. They must have tried. But I guess it's harder to have go platinum or gold in these days, right? Because it's but do they count streaming? Well, does a Spotify
I have
count
no
towards? Idea. I guess not, because you're not getting the whole album. So I don't know how that honestly.
Well, all of these albums probably in the first couple of weeks they were out in the U.S. were top 5 on Billboard, but they still didn't sell, and everybody bought it in the first couple of weeks or so, right? And then they just never got a lot of sales after. Because I found it hard to believe that no certification in the U.S. So
yeah.
All right.
So let's get to the last one, which I do not own. Webb, do you have it to hold up?
I do not have it to hold up. This is the only I have no idea why I never bought it. I have no clue why.
The default is go to Will. Will, you have this?
I have it.
Oh, Will's got everything.
You got 10 copies.
Yeah, I got the single too. The Caravan Brought Up to Believe single that came out on CD.
He's probably got Clockwork Angel socks on.
I'll keep going here. I've got the garden.
Hold on.
Garden picture disc.
I'm gonna blow that up.
Sure.
Now.
Yeah, but it's not my turn. I don't want to take.
No. Hey,
take the thunder away. But
Webb, you're different.
That is the. That's right. That is the garden.
Cool.
That's actually
Garden
really cool. Yeah, they
picture
go all out
disc.
on these things.
Yeah, they do. And then the actual Clockwork LP. And it's a freaking beautiful record. Hang on, I'll open it up to show you the inside. So
Will's going to know this. Will's going to know this instantly. I wonder if the other guys, everybody else does. What's the clock? What time is it on the clock?
I know.
it.
I know. Anybody else know?
I don't know.
It is. It's 9:12, which is
9.
in military time, 21:12.
2112.
And it's also, Will knows this, it's Neil Peart's birthday.
I know it too.
September 12th.
Oh, is that why they?
So,
Okay.
I
Yep.
forgot that actually. That's right.
I got Will.
Good for you.
Is that why they actually called the album?
I have them all
21?
right.
No.
Would
I
make
don't-
sense.
Logan!
Now it's getting all mixed. All right,
Hi, Logan.
Logan, we good?
Logan.
I don't know.
We
Logan!
still sound like we belong on Kilroy was here. You're saying we sound like
A little
robots.
bit better. A little bit better.
Yeah.
Not like robots anymore.
All
So
right. All right.
Logan, I'm sorry that Sid said for me to do all of them, so I'm like blowing through them, but I'm going to still hang out for like an hour after, so
That's fine.
yeah.
All right. So what's your pick from Clockwork?
Okay, again, when this came out, July 2012, and it was Nick Raskiller again, because they loved having the sound they got.
Webb's not even trying to say the name.
Raskinelix? I don't know.
That's funny. Watching
Raskin-
hockey so much, I
It's
hear a
hard to
lot of these
pronounce.
type of
That's
names, so I
hard.
can easily pronounce these names.
Mm-hmm. But when it came out, it was 5 years in between, right?
Yeah.
And between that and Snakes and Arrows, I love the way I think the first one they played ahead of the record was, I don't know if it was Caravan or Headlong Flight. I think it was Headlong Flight that I heard for some reason. They released it like in streaming like a month before or something like that is what happened. And to this day, Headlong Flight is my favorite on this. And I would give a tie for Caravan and BU2B, which stands for, I thought I just heard Will say it, what?
Brought up to believe. Brought up to
Thank
believe.
you.
I was wondering
Thank you.
about that.
Yeah.
And the Anarchist is good too. I mean, and a lot of people, this album gets so much love, and The Garden, and people cry when The Garden and all that stuff. And well, they do. It's very emotional, right? And it's a cool song, and it hits you right here. But it's not one of my favorites. I mean, I don't want to get roasted for that, but definitely the more rockin' songs.
You're upsetting West Coast Dave.
West Coast Dave is West
No,
Coast.
he's not
Dave is
upset. He
fine.
just said it's his favorite. He didn't say it.
Yeah, it's only 11:30 out where he is. He's just waking up. So,
At 11:30? Jeez.
well, yeah, he went out
Must be
last.
nice
He
to
goes
sleep
out
at
all the
night.
time too. He goes out and parties and has a good time too. Come on. So I appreciate you guys letting me do that, and I can't wait to sit
No, it's
back
fine.
and just listen to you guys, and let's do it.
Yeah.
Cool. So we'll go through the chat a little bit here because Bobo went. I said post your chat, post your favorites. So a bunch of people were posting. Let's see. Bobo. Bobo's like taking charge. So let's do this show in the chat. Roll the bones. Favorite of anyone. There
Yeah,
we go.
why not?
Ghost of a Chance is great. Also, where's my thing? I'm guessing Dreamline, Bobo. Oh, I guess Dreamline.
Mm-hmm.
Great pick, Dave. How about anyone else? No love for Roll the Bones, MC Getty Lee.
Yeah,
The Big Wheel is a goodie, and of course Bravado by Bobo.
yeah. And they're playing Bravado on the tour. I mean, there's
West Coast
there's
Dave
no-
loves
yeah.
Roll the Bones,
Yeah.
apparently. Roll the Bones is their worst album. Worst sounding too.
Oh.
Webb agrees, apparently.
Yeah, well, sorry.
Why are we here then?
What? That's a good. I got that one. Why are
I
we
got
here?
that one.
Because we're here.
Because we're here.
Whack Dave. There is no what's whack? WEKK. I don't know. Bobo's making up words. What?
Roll the Bones
Tippy
is
City
in my
today.
I don't
top
know.
19 Rush albums.
Yeah. So moving on to I like how Bobo was just like saying it like he owns it. Moving on to Counterpart, The Return to Heavy.
Well,
That's
he put that
hilarious.
up when I was talking about it. He put that up.
Because I can't keep up with all this. Webb, you don't have a Rush album? For shame. I think he means like there's an album that you're missing.
Yeah, the last one. Yeah.
Mhm.
Encounter and Crossroads.
Logan's
have all the
coming
other
in.
ones.
Alice does
I mean,
the
not
best version of 7 and 7 is.
Yeah.
Ken White's here. Welcome, Ken. Can't beat
Ken.
70s Rush, but the latter catalog has grown on me over the years, or later catalog. How about that 1-2 punch of animate and stick it out? Gonna go animate counterparts.
Hey.
Alien Shore is a good
That's
one.
gotta
Never
be
played
good.
live for stuff. Really? They've never played Alien Shore live.
Will, that's right. They've never played Alien
Actually,
Shore,
that
but
surprises me.
God,
No, it
I
would
love
be,
the groove in that.
Yeah, that would be a killer
Yeah, that's
song to
weird
hear
that-
live. Yeah.
Let's see.
No, I
Leave
agree.
That Thing Alone, a fine instrumental.
Mhm.
Everyday Glory is another I like. Anyone?
Yeah. Good song.
Dave likes every song on Counterparts.
Yeah.
Well, the panel is
Sure.
quiet on that. Let's move on to Bobo. Bobo, why don't you come on and host?
Bobo.
No, I'm
Is it-
kidding.
I know Bobo needs to get on here.
Stand and host today. This is good.
The host of the chat, apparently.
Yeah, he's the chat
He's
monitor.
The chat.
Chat admin.
Chat
Someone's gotta
admin.
do
Yeah,
it.
can I give like administrator privileges?
You're gonna have to send him $5.
Okay, just Logan with the Wi-Fi. Another not well loved LP by the boys. The vinyl is world's better than any CD, I must say. I like Driven and the title track on Test for
Yeah.
Echo.
We matched
Driven
up
is a
on that.
fantastic bass track for Gary Lee.
Yeah.
Gary Wine jams on that one. I like people are using his real name.
Getty.
What did West Coast Dave say? Pull up that one about his. Now I'm monitoring. No, about going to see him and somewhere else. He's going to
Oh,
see him live.
Probably Downmore. I don't know. I don't.
West Coast. Yes, down at the bottom.
Totem is a great
He's talking
unknown
about- he's
track.
talking
Should
about
have been a
Earthless,
hit up there or
He's talking
down
about
here.
Earthless.
Of course, Dog Ears, Snow Dog's favorite.
Mhm.
Well, we're on now. Oh.
West Coast Dave said he's seeing him again in November, and I'm seeing him again in Atlanta the day before Thanksgiving.
Wow.
That's
I think he's not-
There's
I think
a bear
what-
right behind you.
I think Dave's talking about Earthless because me and him were talking about Earthless.
Yeah, going to
That's
see
good.
Earthless tonight.
Tampa.
Earthless is great. Great outdoors.
October. Okay, he said October.
October.
Isaiah Mitchell, Dave. What? Oh, that's the guitar player, right? Yeah. Logan,
Earthless,
last time I saw them, Isaiah gave me his pick. Wow. That's cool. Cool. So going to see Rush again in October. Oh, hey, didn't you
Yeah.
just go to see them? I think, yeah. West Coast Dave just went to see them. Will just went
Yeah.
to saw them. Is going to see them again in Montreal. So seeing them in 2 provinces. Wow. Cool.
First time out of Toronto for me.
Really?
First time. Yeah.
Like
Wow.
leaving Toronto, or you just mean
Yeah.
seeing Rush?
Seeing
How
Rush.
big
I was
was
gonna
that?
say you've never
Out of
left Toronto.
No, I've been out of Toronto.
I've never lived. I've
Yeah.
never
That
left.
This will be my 26th show, but
was
it's
gonna
my
say.
first time
Okay.
out of anywhere outside of Toronto seeing them. Yeah.
Okay.
So it
How
should be cool.
huge is that stadium?
The Bell Theater,
We're
the
playing at
Bell,
the Bell Center.
the
right?
Bell Center. Yeah, I've never been, but I hear it's like a giant bowl. So
Well,
like
it's a hockey stadium, so
yeah,
it's like
yeah,
20,000
exactly.
people.
Oh,
yeah. So we're in the way up high. We got the cheap
it
seats.
looks bigger
but,
than that. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
I'm just
You know,
there for the fun.
You can
Yeah.
get a good view from up high though, because like
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah.
I'm taking my brother. It's his birthday, and my buddy's coming too. My longtime Rush buddy Ray is coming as well. So, but I'm not really into Rush. I'm just going for the party. So, 'cause Montreal.
21-12 attendance. I'd hope not in a 20,000 seat venue. That wouldn't be good. It's like what's all the empty seats. Who in the world holds the record for seeing most Rush shows? I'd say Will, but then there's probably some lunatic that's seen them
No.
like 700 times.
Oh yeah, no, I know people who like
I don't think I've seen any band more than like 3
98
times.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. But
When
see,
we were walking around the forum for the opening of the tour, and we're walking around with all the Rush fans, a lot of people were saying, "Hey, what number is this for you?" And I heard 56. I heard
Yeah.
70 something. I think 70 something was the high. We weren't stopping to everybody, but just people randomly, and I heard like 75 or something like that. And I was like,
Oh, yeah.
wow.
yeah,
There's that
it's
one
crazy.
person that's like, once. This is my first time.
Oh no, there were a lot of first timers there. There were sons with their dads and stuff like that were
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, makes sense.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes, I
Yeah.
think most I've ever seen a band was probably 3 times, and it was Maiden. But other than that, yeah.
Mhm.
Rush I
Yeah.
saw once at a show. Will, were you at? I don't know what to call it. The SARS concert.
No, I did not see that.
Oh, you weren't? Okay.
No, I didn't see that.
Down
one.
to?
No.
Yeah, it was basically
Down
like
to?
there was this
Yeah.
SARS outbreak. Everyone was like worried that if you go to Toronto, you're gonna get sick and die.
Yeah.
So they threw a concert, and it
Yeah.
was like, what was it, the lineup? I'm trying to remember who was there. AC/DC.
Yeah.
It was like
Stones.
advertised as like an AC/DC Rolling Stones concert.
Yep.
Rush was also there. I think they only played like 4 songs though. They weren't.
Yeah, they were on their Vapor Trails tour at the time, so
Right,
they did.
yeah.
But they just played about 4 or 5 of their main
I think
hits.
they did
right?
Limelight, Tom
Yeah,
Sawyer, just like
exactly.
the typical songs you would expect.
Although they did a version of Paint It Black in between.
They started off with Paint It Black because
Ooh,
the
yeah.
Stones were there, obviously,
Instrumental.
and then they led that
Yeah.
into,
Yeah.
I think, Spirit of Radio. I think
Yeah.
they led that into.
Very short, but it kicked. I must say. Like, it's
Yeah,
one
they
of
just
my
do like the opening riff, and
favorite
then they go,
bootlegs,
then
yeah.
they go into the the Spirit of Radio. Yes,
Yep.
yes, I remember that. I couldn't see shit because it's like it was 500,000 people.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
know,
way
it's
at
like
the back.
1,000,000
I'm basically
degrees.
watching the whole show on a screen, but whatever.
Yeah.
It was kind of fun to be. I could hear it.
Yeah.
I think it was
Yeah.
like $20. It was cheap. Yeah, you had
Yeah.
AC/DC, the Stones were there. Yeah, Rush, the Guess Who.
AC/DC was amazing.
AC/DC was
watching,
AC/DC was
Yeah.
phenomenal that night.
Yeah, and
Blue
that's-
Rodeo was there. Yeah, early on they had like the pop artists because it was like an all-day thing.
Yeah.
Problem is, people were there to see the rock band, so I kind of feel bad for the people who were there earlier in the day. I don't like their music, but it was just kind of like, oh, whatever, God. You don't like it, just shut up. And Celine Dion was there early in the day, and of course, as soon as she steps out onto the stage, boo, water bottles. Dan Aykroyd was actually emceeing the event.
Yeah.
He came out and was just like, hey, no, come on, be nice, be nice. Had to like calm the crowd down because people were like throwing stuff at her and booing her. It was pretty bad. But then they did the same thing to Justin Timberlake, who was there. I think Christina Aguilera was there earlier in the day. They had all these like big names. So even like if you don't like rock, even if you like the pop stuff, they had like the biggest names and all these different genres. The Isley Brothers were there and actually did a great show. The guitar player of Isley Brothers, he did like a tribute to Hendrix thing, doing like the Star Spangled Banner, except he did the Canadian anthem. So he did "O Canada" on the guitar and just like shredding, and it sounded amazing. I'm just like, the guy from the Isley Brothers could shred like this, but okay. But, yeah, it was a phenomenal show. That was great. Yeah, Rush put on a great show, but that whole show was, unfortunately, people are kind of gross. As soon as you leave, there's like, we left early. I only think we stuck around for like half of the Stone set because we knew it was going to be hell to get out of there. My parents didn't want to stick around for that, so we left before the crowd could be crazy. And the whole ground is just littered of water bottles. You're just walking and you hear crunch, 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 crunch. It's just, but yeah, I remember, Timberlake came out and started doing "Miss You" with the Stones, and people were whipping water bottles at him. Keith Richards going out and like pointing and like flipping them off and getting mad, and he's like high-fiving Timberlake after sticking up for him. It's kind of funny. But I have the DVD, so it's just, it's kind of fun to watch all that, and they got all the stuff on there. But yeah, it was a really fun. I was probably, I don't know what year that was.
2002, I think.
Was it 2002? Yeah, well, it was Vapor Trail. Yeah, so
so it's about that because they were on the tail end of that tour. So
it might have been 2003.
Might have been early 3. Well, no, it wouldn't have been early 3. It
Down
was summer.
to-
Summer. So
Sorry.
it was hot
Yeah,
as
it was in
hell.
the summer.
I remember that. It was.
It was 2003. Yes.
Yeah, 2003. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So I
I
was
could-
15. Okay, so I was only 15. Yeah. So
Okay.
Logan probably wasn't even born yet.
So I had a few months to go. I was gonna put that on the chat there.
I was
So
16.
had a
I
few
would have been
months to go.
15. I hadn't have turned 16 yet.
Yeah, I was 16 too. Absolutely. So
Yeah. No.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah, no, that was a fun concert for a 15-year-old. Thing is, the bands that were there, I was kind of just starting to get into some of these bands. I would have enjoyed it a lot more. Rush, I barely knew anything by them at that time. AC/DC, I knew everything. For me, that was like the highlight. But yeah, 15. Yeah, girls were flashing on the screen when AC/DC came out, and I remember Brian Johnson made a comment about it. I think he made some comment like, "Those are the nicest things in all of Canada" or something. I'm just like, oh god, just like what the hell. Oh, it was funny. Yeah. Oh, that was a fun show. But anyways, going off topic here, talking about a whole entire concert.
I know. That was the whole summer.
What band are we discussing today?
Jeez.
Guess who? The Isley Brothers, right? No.
Yeah, that's
We're
right.
here to just talk Justin Timberlake. What's your favorite
Seals
Justin
and
Timberlake
Crofts.
song? So,
Please.
all right. I'll leave Justin Timberlake alone now. He got trashed enough at that show. All right. So moving on to Miss Christina here.
Yes.
Jeff comes in with that comment. That's the first comment Jeff says. Hi, Jeff. Why, Jeff? Did you try it? All right. So we'll go back to where are we? Roll the bones.
Roll the
All right,
bones.
Christina. So
I read
we
that.
said the songs already for this one. So yeah, what's your favorite off of
Yeah,
this?
I read that Rupert also did some keyboards on that, and
Yeah.
he co-produced it. He did keyboards, and what else? Oh, background vocals, and Joe Burnt did digital effects. And my favorite about the cover art. Did anybody we talk that it depicts a young boy casually kicking a human skull along a narrow sidewalk next to water. A wall on the background constructed of dice spell out Rush, of course.
It's me.
My favorite song is Bravado.
Okay.
Cool.
You got Getty's synth bass interplay with Alex's emotional guitar solo and Neil's mood and deep limb movements. The opening line references the Greek myth of Icarus. If we burn our wings flying too close to the sun, we will pay the price, but we will not pay the cost, is John Barth's novel, The Tidewater Tales, with the author's permission. Neil said the song meant go for it, that you shouldn't worry about your failures. You only have failures of character. And for Dreamline and Ghost of a Chance are my runners up.
Cool.
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 Nice.
Mr. Will, what's your favorite on the
Yeah,
album with me kicking a skull around? I could be this kid's age at this time, actually.
Could be,
20.
yeah. That's a tough one. I have to go with Where's My Thing and Ghost for a Chance. Excuse me, Ghost of a Chance. I have to go with that just because when they actually released a live version of Ghost of a Chance on another weird kind of single that came out, and it came out it came out later. It was recorded on the Snakes tour, I think, and it came out a couple of years later, and it had a remix of a couple of tracks from Vapor Trails and a live version of Ghost of a Chance, and Alex really tears it open on that one, and I love that version. I've always loved this song the most, and I think my runners-up would be Where's My Thing, and I gotta go with Roll of Bones just because it pissed off so many people when it hit the radio, and people are like, what the fuck is this? This is rap. There was a radio station in the US, and I can't remember the station, but people were calling in like for 3 days saying, we're not listening to your it was a rock station, you're playing this shit.
That's a little bit overkill.
Yep.
It's just like,
and we're not going to listen to your station anymore. They're boycotting the station because they played this, and people were pissed about it. And they interviewed Neil about that song, and he said he was very interested in the rap movement at that time and the lyrical side of it, and that's why he decided to incorporate some of that. And he liked the words and the spoken word portion of those songs, of that type of music, and so that's why he did it. And he presented it to the other guys, and they were like, I don't know, but they ended up doing it. And come on, if you think back, it's such a great song live, Roll of Bones. And look what they did on the R40 tour with all the celebrities that they shot all the footage with to do the rap section.
Okay.
So Peter Dinklage.
Really?
Oh yeah. Check out the R40 version, on YouTube. Yeah, it's so good because they actually sent a message out to all of the people that they knew in the business and said, send us your clips of yourself doing a bit of that rap for that song for the R40 tour. And they got so much stuff back. They said they couldn't use it because it wasn't clean at all. But they ended up going with the really good stuff. So I love that song live. I was actually disappointed that they didn't play it on this tour. And my son loves it too, so he was hoping for it. But in summary, I got to go with Ghost of a Chance. It's such a great song. Yeah. And this album is like lyrically brilliant. The production I know is weak, but lyrically really captures like Neil's powerful writing. And I want to show you some. I got 2 copies of Roll the Bones on vinyl, and I've also got 2 copies of this UK EP from '91, and it's got the dice on the front, and it's got the guys on the back, which is pretty cool. And the tracks are Roll the Bones, and Show Don't Tell is on the B side. And this is what it looks like on the inside. Very cool.
Not to interrupt, I forgot to show I have Roll the
Oh, yeah. I forgot you got that. Yeah.
Oh,
dice on yellow vinyl.
Oh,
wow.
is that live, Christina?
Yeah, it is. It is,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I don't have that.
Yeah.
Very cool. So, yes, Roll the Bones. Ghost of a Chance. Great song.
Cool. Cool.
Excuse me, guys.
All right, we're gonna roll the bones over to Mr. Brian. What's he going with off of this one?
Yeah, I thought this was a really good album, considering I love all the ones that came before it. And I picked Ghost of a Chance. I just think the song just sticks out. It always did everything different first time. Bravado is my second as well, but I just think that song is just an upscaled, awesome, in your face, moment. But yeah, Ghost of a Chance, it's right in the feels, and I like the production on this whole album, and I like a lot of his guitar that's going on through it with the 12. I think it's a pretty song. I think it's really good.
Cool.
Really good. Yeah.
It is actually, honestly, album covers. It's honestly might be one of my favorite. It's weird. It's like a kid kicking a skull. It's like, okay, but it's actually kind of neat with the dice and yeah. I don't know. It is one of their cooler album. Well, they all have cool artwork, but this one's really cool.
And Roll the Bones is a fantastic track off of that. I look forward to it every time they play.
Okay.
I love it.
I think it's like, okay, but Run DMC did that thing with Aerosmith in '86 where people calling the station. I guess they were playing that on rock stations, but
this way.
I mean, they weren't the first band to have like rap in a rock song, and now they play stuff like Rage Against the Machine all the time. So it's just kind of like, well, here we are. I guess in '91 it was still kind of like, I guess because it's Rush, so you would never have thought. Like, imagine you're sitting there, say 2112 came out, and you told them that there's going to be, well, I guess rap wasn't really a thing yet, but yeah. If you described rap to somebody back then, Getty's going to be talking and doing this deep voice and doing this, you probably would get laughed at back then, right? But yeah, I guess even in '91, that was still a pretty novel idea for a band like this to be having rap in their music. But yeah, I don't mind it, but that's not my pick, but we'll get to that.
I remember people not liking it. I remember hearing a lot of
It's like 2 seconds. It's not even.
It's rap. It's rap.
It's not a rap song. No.
It's a good song. It is a really good
It's
song.
not a rap song.
Yeah, the
All
bass line is great in that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So, Mr. Logan, what are you going
You
from?
can-
Going
you
with
guys
from
basically-
outside.
You guys basically just talked about my song. So there you go. I don't
Roll
really.
the bones.
Yep.
All right.
I think
All
it's
right.
the most memorable song on that album for me. So
Yeah.
and the rap thing, it's like how Sabbath did that too later on with Illusion of Power, and everybody freaked out about that. To me, and it's like it's not that big a deal, really. I don't think a couple bars of rap, it's not the end of the world to me. But
It's
I
not
guess
like
some people
talking about.
some people
how
thought
this-
differently. So I liked Alex's playing on that song too. I thought his solo was really good.
That's a good point. I forgot to mention that his guitar work on that record is incredible, and Alex shines on that record. Yeah.
But I saw a Rush tribute band because I was obviously pretty young when they broke up, basically, or stopped touring or whatever. But they actually played that song. I thought it was pretty cool. And that's kind of the first time I heard that song because I never really got into the later period as much as the earlier stuff. So, I mean, I heard some of these records before, but it's cool to do this,
Well, they were originally they wanted to have someone like LL Cool J, or even they considered like John Cleese to do like a spoken part. I'm like, that would have been what? John Cleese? What? That would have been weird. Like, what?
Yeah, that would be weird.
Who knows? It might have worked. Who knows?
Oh, I
Yeah.
want to bring up. I like Face Up too. I thought that was kind of
Oh,
underlooked
that's
track.
really-
That's
Yeah.
kind of got a
That's
cool,
a good song. Yeah.
kind of cool like melodic kind of chorus to it. It's kind of harkening back more to the mid '80s, I think, because it's got like the keyboards kind of prominent. But
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty cool.
That's a good point too, though, Logan, because you got to figure a lot of Rush fans were already somewhat angry about the synth period of the late '80s, right? So
Right. Yeah.
they went through all that. We discussed that in the other show, but
Yeah.
so then all of a sudden this rap song drops in '91, and so the angry fans who are already moving on were like, "What the f is this?" So
Yeah.
I can see where it just hit them hard.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you got to give Getty credit for like not actually technically doing the rap. Like, he'd have to use a vocal effect. Can you imagine his voice actually rapping though? That would sound totally ridiculous, right? If he was actually rapping with his voice, because he used like something to like lower his voice, right, to get that effect. So I always assumed that was like Neil. I had to actually honestly look that up. I always just assumed that was Neil or someone else, but that's actually Getty using some weird vocal thing to lower his voice. So yeah, but Logan talked about my pick. I actually picked Face Up. That's the one song I've always really liked off this album.
Pretty good song. Yeah.
Pretty good rocker. Kind of starts off with like that, almost like that Asian kind of sound at the beginning with like I get almost sounds like a xylophone or I don't know, like wind chimes or something. That's what it kind of sounds like at the beginning. But then it turns into like a pretty good rocker. It's a really up tempo, fun song. The solo is like, I don't know, like 3 seconds. It's a pretty quick
Yeah, it's
guitar
pretty short.
solo.
Yeah.
It comes out of nowhere. I don't know. It just comes in and then just kind of ends, but it's great. Like he's like just shredding for like 2 or 3 seconds, then it goes back. Asian Tai, yes, this is Tai Shan. No, it's not Tai. This is like an uptight, up tempo rocker. Yeah, I always loved Face Up. I used to like this again. This is like the original CD from my dad's collection, which I got when I moved out. He said, "Here, you can take it." And yeah, I used to make mixed CDs with whatever my dad had in his collection. And Face Up was one of the songs. I think it was that and Roll the Bones that I put on some of my mixed Canadian bands CDs. I did, yeah. But I always loved Face Up. I always thought that was really fun and catchy. Like I said, yeah, love the guitar on that song, and just the melody of it is very catchy and memorable. Face Up. I don't mind Roll the Bones. I personally would have probably. For me, I think that song could have gone down as like one of their great epics if you remove the rap section and then extended like the guitar soloing through and like maybe some bass soloing or drum, something like that, instead of doing the rap and going to the chorus. But other than that, I still think it's a fun song. Alex's guitar solo in that is great.
Yeah.
I think they could have made that like a long epic track, because there's nothing really on here that's super long, right? You're not getting like these long 9-10 minute songs. I think that almost could have been one if they started extending the solos. The rap thing was a little bit of a weird thing for them to do, and you said people were complaining, but it was a pretty big hit, so they still so. But I'd have to go with Face Up. I think that's for me the strongest one on this. And then we get to Counterparts, right? So skipping past Webb since he already. So we're going to Christina. What's your favorite on Counterparts?
Not much on the cover. It's just a photo negative graphic of the mechanical nut and bolt. Cold Fire is my favorite.
Okay.
Getty uses his Fender Jazz,
Bobo.
which brings a good mid-range sound. Neil, powerful hi-hat and snare groove, and ride cymbal, tambourine accents, and Alex solo is very good. The lyrics are really good. Don't disappoint me. You know how women are. And this is not a love song. This is a fantasy land. So I really love the lyrics to that. And then I got Stick It Out and Animate. And they're my favorites.
Cool. Yeah. It's a Innuendo album cover. I don't know. That's
Oh yeah, of course.
One thing on Animate, I read that it featured influences from Tom Robbins' book Skinny Legs, and
Okay.
Fall, which explores switching sexual roles, also in Samuel Taylor Coleridge's poem, Kubla Khan, Daughter of a Demon Lover. I love the lyrics.
What, Logan?
So then, Will, that would be anime, wouldn't it?
That's
Yep.
animated. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Sometimes a screw is just a screw. It doesn't have to mean anything.
Oh,
That is true.
I picked Double Agent too. I had to have that too, for the same
Yeah.
reasons that Webb was saying. You know, the theatrical part of it and the spoken word and everything. I really like that song too.
Cool. Mr. Will,
One.
biggest
Yeah.
Rush fan on YouTube.
Yeah, maybe not on YouTube, but yeah, good job, Christina. Some good stuff, points in there. You know, this one's tough. I have a theory about this record because this is a true return to hard rock. And when this happened, those said fans that I mentioned being pissed off with Roll the Bones and from the synth area, they were all gone by the time this dropped, and they missed out on this. And then I actually knew people who hadn't heard this back at this time. And many years later, they rediscovered it and were like, "Holy cow, that record kicks!" I don't think there's a bad song on this record, to be honest. They've done a number of them live. Animate is a staple with the live sets. Stick It Out was played live for many, many years. Nobody's Hero, lyrically, very powerful song. Great story, great bit of history. Not a great story, sad story actually, but Between Sun and Moon, co-written by Pi Dubois, who from Max Webster
Max
fame,
Webster.
co-wrote Tom Sawyer, worked on some of the Tom Sawyer lyrics. He's also a poet. He actually does a reading of the poem that was turned called Sun and Moon or something of that nature that was turned into this song. So him and Neil kind of collaborated on this song, Between Sun and Moon. Alien Shore, as Webb said, this should have been a live song. This song kicks. Love it. Speed of Love, good song. Double Agent, very good song. Really different. Leave That Thing Alone, fantastic instrumental. Cold Fire, excellent song. Cold Fire would have been a radio hit, I think, a bigger radio hit. It got radio play, but it would have been, if it had been under 3 minutes or 3 minutes, at least here in Canada, we love our 3-minute songs. At least when I worked in radio, it was a long time ago, but I think if it hadn't been 4 minutes and 27, it would have got a lot more play because I think it's a really good sounding song for the radio. Now, the radio station I worked at, we would have just cut the fucking solo out of it anyway and played it. So no big deal because we did stuff like that in the 90s.
Yeah.
You know, with not thinking about the artist at all. Everyday Glory, also a really good album and good song to close the record with. I think I'll have to go with Alien Shore as my favorite track on this. And my second and third choice, I'm going to say Cut to the Chase and Between Sun and Moon, I think.
Cool.
There's just such, you know, there's, like I said, there's not a bad song on that record. I want to show you the 2015 counterparts. Really nice packaging. These things go. Nice. These things aren't cheap.
That's what I have.
Yeah, it's really nice. Comes with the original. Like if you have the CD, you have the same printed sleeve.
The fourth side is etched. The fourth side is etched.
Yes, that's right. Yep, exactly.
Yes.
I'll show that to you. And these
I forgot.
I'll let Will take them out. My hands are.
Yeah, no, it's okay. No problem. This thing sounds really good too.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So it's got basic. There's the fourth
It's like Pac-Man.
side. Yeah, very cool. And it's got regular labeling on the other sides, but yeah, very, very kind of cool thing. Highly sought after. There weren't that many of these produced.
Ooh. And I was lucky to get one, huh?
You were lucky to get one because and I don't know if you have the original 2015 or 16 or the reissue,
sure,
but yeah, because this goes for like $300 now, Canadian.
Wow.
This says 1993 remastered Rhino. It's from
That's the Rhino. Good for you. You got the Rhino release. Okay, cool.
Good.
I don't have that. So yeah, Counterparts, great record. Love it. Yeah, and
Cool.
and production too. Production is amazing. Yeah. All right.
Brian, what's your number one on this?
Yeah, I love this album a lot too. The production looks, it's very refreshing. I picked Cut to the Chase, Nobody's Hero, and Anime. And I really like the album a lot. It flowed well. I really thought. I thought it was a little long compared to like the earlier stuff, which I like it when it's within a half hour.
Well, we're getting into the 90s, right? So,
Hero.
You gotta make albums long.
30 minutes each, right? Yeah.
Speak up. Yeah, Brian, your volume is
Yeah.
very low. I don't know why. I have you turned up very loud. I don't
Bad
know.
production. Bad production. Web.
Yeah, it's a little wet. It's a little wet.
Oh, Brian's got a wet camera. I don't know. Wet audio.
I picked Cut to the Chase.
Oh.
And hold on, Nobody's Hero and Anime. And I thought the production was really good.
Just yell your answers. It's fine. Just yell. Just talk louder. I don't know. I hate to get you to have to yell, but I don't know why it's doing that. That's weird.
Probably my tab.
Maybe. Do you not have it close enough to you? I don't have to yell into the thing. I don't know.
Peter Collins brought in Michael
Holy
Kamen,
crap! I'm deaf.
who did the orchestral arrangements and conductor on Nobody's Hero.
Yeah,
I forgot
Oh,
to say that.
get a megaphone. Oh, get him a bell ride. Oh my God, Logan. All right. So, sorry, Brian. We're picking on it. We can't hear you though. It's very low. I gotta I turn up your volt. I turn up the sound really high when you're talking, and then the next person talks, and it's like, whoa.
Sorry.
Just have it closer to you or something. I don't know.
you have to have it like, how about here?
That's fine.
That's,
Extreme close up of your face, but it's all good as long as we can hear you. All right, Logan, what's your favorite off of Count Her Parts?
All right. Well, I'm gonna go with probably the heaviest song they did since probably the early '80s. Probably Stick It Out, right?
mhm.
That riff, man. I mean, I always love that riff in that
Yeah.
song. And I was reading about it just now. It said Getty actually, I guess they worked together on that song to kind of make it kind of more of a full length kind of thing instead of just like the one riff, because Alex just had the opening riff. And Getty actually said he likes playing this one live because it's kind of bass heavy. It is kind of, probably on the low E string, kind of sounds like Alex is doing a lot of bending kind of things. And I guess it kind of fits in with the times. They always kind of stuck to what was going on around whatever period the albums came out. And this one kind of has a little bit of that grunge thing going on, I would say, a little bit, kind of that heavier riff. Yeah, I just think it's a good hard rock song, really. But I'm kind of in agreement with you guys. I really enjoy this album. It's probably one of their better albums from the later period, I would say, for me. But yeah, I love Leave That Thing Alone, too. I almost picked that, but I went with Stick It Out instead.
So same song as you, Logan. I went Stick It Out. Kind of, yeah. It starts almost doomy. That opening riff. It's kind of slow,
heavy riff. Yeah.
And I'm like, what is this? Rush doing Black Sabbath? What? And then it kind of
Sabbath
changes. But yeah, great solo from Alex in the middle. You pretty much said everything about it. But yeah, that's my pick as well. I went Stick It Out. I think it's a great heavy song. Yeah, there's some great that was that, or again, Cut to the Chase. I think those are the highlights for me. Yeah,
the first 3 or 4 songs are really strong, I think. But,
yeah. I really like Stick It Out though. I can hear the melody of that one in my head. It's heavy but still catchy. So yeah,
I was reading on there too. That was
really solid song.
That was the one song that hit the charts for some hard rock charts or something, and actually went to #1 for them.
And
so that's pretty cool.
I don't know. I don't think I looked it up, but to me, so you got the song Alien Shore. Oh my God, it was that damn band. Platinum Blonde had an album called Alien Shores, which Alex played on before this. So I'm wondering if that's I wonder if that's him kind of paying tribute to them, being like, oh, I was on the album Alien Shore, so I'm gonna have my song called Alien Shore. But yeah, I know Neil wrote lyrics, but I mean, these guys probably did come up with song titles. I don't know. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. But yeah. But yeah, I definitely have to go with Stick It Out. I think that's just a great heavy one. Like I said, starts off like almost doomy and then just kind of picks up the pace. And yeah, just Alex's solo on that's great. Like I think he's using like a wah wah on that. Sounds like he just goes off on that solo. So yeah, Stick It Out's a great heavy rocker on there. So count. Wow, my dad's giving it a 10. And wow. My dad's so generous. He's just like 10 on everything. No, but that's cool.
George is right. It's a 10 for me too.
Sure.
There you go.
Yeah.
George knows.
George
All right.
knows his Rush.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So Chris, he honestly just listened to it today. It's the first time hearing it. Whenever I do these shows, I post all the albums to listen to as like playlists or whatever, just for people to like listen to them or whatever if they haven't. And he not familiar with any of the stuff at all. He put on Counterparts today. He's like texting me saying, "This album is great. It's a 10." It's the first after one listen. I'm just like, okay, it's cool. So now he listened twice. So there you go. So over to Webb, we're skipping you. We're over to Christina. Webb just like chilling out.
Test for echo.
Yeah, test for echo. We're good. All right. So
Neil studied with instructor Freddie Gruber prior, which marked a shift toward a more jazz-infused style. Neil saw in the Northwest Territories symbolized permanent echo of previous visitors and a sign of life. That's what the cover art's supposed to be like. My favorites are Driven for one. I like the riff, the bass riff of that. I really love that. The harmony, the sub bass low end. Alex is aggressive in his rhythm chords and his solo's great. And Neil drum patterns are slightly behind the beat, giving the main riffs a heavier, sludgier sound. And after Driven, I go for, of course, I love the lyrics to that. Resist and Limbo's really good. I love Limbo a lot. And then I'd have to say Text for Echo after that. That's it.
cool, Mr. Will. I had to mute you. Your typing's very loud.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's
Was that what that was? I didn't know that.
yeah, it's drowning out whoever's speaking. That's why.
Will's,
Hey, that's the production.
Will's like
That's
the Emerson,
production
Lake
man.
of Palmer.
Sorry about that.
He's
The
the Keith
production
Emerson
man.
of keyboard typing.
What can I say? Heavy fingers, man. I should be a bass player. Sorry about that.
That's your
There
good.
you go. There you go.
All right. Well, what's your favorite off?
Yeah, no, I was telling stories from my radio days, so sorry about that. All right.
Boba like chewing gum with mouth open. Oh my god, it's not that bad. Oh, Boba.
Test for Echo, yeah. Well, you know what? This album is well produced, and
Oh, there you go. Got it.
I went through a period of time where I listened to it for like a year straight in my car on the way to work, and it was cool because in the winter I drove through this forest, this kind of country road to get to work for a long time. So, and it just kind of went with the cover. So I really got into this record when it came out. And actually, I've got a Rhino pressing also. I've got four pressings here.
I have that too. Show them the fourth side again.
These these are.
Or is this
I haven't opened these because I didn't have this on vinyl. So
one of these doesn't have four sides. It has four. It's all record. It's all music.
Yeah, that's right. I haven't opened them yet, and then I've got the CD, of course. But when this came out, a lot of people, I don't know, it's weird. It's a love-hate relationship with this record for a lot of people.
Yeah.
There's tracks on here. That's very cool. Yeah. It's nice.
Typing YYZ. Oh, Jeff. Oh, Jeff.
But you know what? Test for Echo is a great song. Just the way that kicks off. And this is like I said, well produced. All the instruments are extremely clear on this record. And from a lyrical point of view, some really interesting stuff on here. People didn't like Virtuality. They thought it, like listening to it many years later, because it, you know, the lyrics, net boy, net girl, send your message around the world. But a lot of people that listen to it were looking at it from retrospective in that sense. So like this was written when the internet was new. So it made a lot of sense at the time. I think it's actually, Virtuality is a really good song. Dog Years is almost like a hard rock. It's almost like punky in some ways. It really kicks. A lot of people hate that song for some reason. I don't know why.
I love the album too.
Yeah, I think it's a great record. Resist, beautiful song.
Yes.
Absolutely, beautiful song. Limbo, excellent instrumental.
Yes.
Carve Away the Stone, another interesting, good closer. It's not like a song that they would take out live, obviously, never did, but I think it's lyrically very interesting. Totem, Time and Motion. Time and Motion is a wicked song. I love that, and that's my choice. That's my number one. Color of Right, also Half the World, excellent song, very good song to hear live as well. And Driven, that bass solo when they,
I love that.
I think it was on Different Stages, the live record. There's a version on there where he really opens up that bass solo, and it just sounds incredible. So yeah, I'm gonna go with, you know what, I like this record a lot, but I will take Time and Motion as my favorite song, both musically and lyrically.
Cool.
Thanks, Sid.
Mr. Brian, what's your favorite on Test for Echo?
Yeah, Test for Echo. I really liked Half the World. Half the World was good. And then I got The Color of Right, which I really liked. But you know, these records are starting to go downhill for me as far as like from what I like, from what I'm used to. But a lot of these songs, I don't know if there's a lot of filler, because there's a lot of stuff I just don't understand or grasp yet. But I know these aren't the ones I'm grabbing and listening to either.
So which one? Sorry, which one was it again?
Half the World.
Half the World,
And
right? Yeah. And there's the
Color
other
of
one.
Right.
Color of Right. Okay. I always thought that was a weird title, The Color of Right. Like that confused me. That
Yeah.
title. But
Yep.
yeah, cool.
Though.
Logan, what's your Test for Echo pick?
Alrighty, so this is this one and Roll the Bones are the two I actually own from the time period we're talking about today.
Wow,
So I
okay.
played these two the most, those two albums out of all the stuff. So I actually really like Test for Echo. It kind of grew on me a little bit, you know, more than, I mean, I'm just not as familiar with some of the other stuff. I always like the title track, like Will was talking about, and that's kind of like how I was talking about Stick It Out. That one's kind of a little more heavier, and parts of it's a little heavier. It's kind of has its changes though. Stick It Out's a little more heavier all the way through kind of thing. But yeah, I always like Test for Echo. Neil's drumming on the verses. There's a lot of tom work and stuff. I always thought that was really cool. No, it's just got like a heavier feel to it that I always liked, you know. Kind of lighter in the chorus, but I think it works, you know. I think they might have been like drawing some inspiration from like bands like Tool and stuff around this time, because Tool was starting to get big. And I hear a lot of that kind of sound in some of these later albums we're going to talk about. So, and I know they were friends with them guys. So, and you know, they toured with Primus and stuff. So, you know, they kind of hung out with the later '90s kind of bands too. So, I'm sure they got inspiration from those kind of bands. But yeah, the one with the title track, really like that one.
Cool. Yeah, that's Logan. How the hell are we matching on these albums? I went with Test for Echo as well, the title track. I think that's a
Probably
great,
the heaviest songs on the album.
great
probably,
heavy
helps,
one.
right?
Driven starts off. Driven fooled me. That started. I thought it was gonna be like this crazy like fast song. It's just that opening riff is really fast and then it changes. But yeah, I had to go.
Riff's good and Driven, you know.
I had to go with Test for Echo, the title track. Great heavy riff, almost like Zeppelin-ish, but like I guess more distorted. I don't know. This is kind of how I hear that.
Yeah.
So again, that kind of harkens back to like their original sound, the Zeppelin influence, with that kind of bluesy heavy riff. Not too much of a solo in it. There's a little bit. That was my only complaint about this album. Yeah, the songs are all pretty heavy. There's just like a lack of like great Alex solos on here. But the songs are still decent. But I think Test for Echo is by far my favorite out of all these. I love that. I thought that was actually a great song, and it started the album. So Yeah, that was my favorite one off of this, was the title track. So over to Christina for what is next here? Vapor Trails. So the much maligned, she's got the new one. I got the original one. I guess people say if you turn this up too loud, you'll basically go deaf because it's recorded so loud.
This one says Rocktober 2013 remixed edition.
Yeah, so, like they ended up
Nice.
remixing it and toning down the
Yeah.
volume of it, I guess. Someone snuck into the studio, was just turning up the volume knobs as they were recording.
What do they call
It was
that?
Will. He wanted it louder.
Yeah.
They called it like the loudness wars, right, or something, like in the late '90s or early 2000s. A lot of bands were mixed like that, or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's funny.
Get used to this.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. They complained about the rap thing, and now they're complaining the album's too loud.
What's that about? Hey, people
Just
have a problem
hold your
with Rush,
fires,
no matter
wimpy.
what.
Yeah, hold your fire is wimpy and soft. Why aren't they? Where's the energy? And then this comes out. It's like, this is too loud. It's like, okay.
Can't win, man. Can't win.
No.
You don't want it soft, but you don't want it loud. So it's just like, well, then,
What are you gonna do?
yeah, it's kind of funny.
Yeah. This one
Yeah.
said it was remixed by David Botrill. We're on Vapor Trails, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Vapor Trails. The cover art. I guess Neil sent Hugh pictures, but then Hugh said he had this twilight moment where he saw a rare, brilliant fireball streak across the Indiana sky. So that's the cover art, apparently. My favorite's Freeze. It is part 4 of the Fear series.
Yeah.
That's just a great series, to tell you the truth. The whole thing is just a great concept, if you ask me. And this one, Fear, this one details how paralyzing anxiety and panic can lock you in place. You know, it's the fight, flight, or fight. What is it now? Fight, flight,
Fight or flight.
There's another one too. There's 3. Fight, or flight, or something else they said too. Or freeze. That's it. I'll be all right. And then wait, well, I didn't say. Did I say much about that? Neil's got good tom fills on that, and I love Getty's bass line on that, and Alex does great too. I just love these songs, that Fear series, that whole series. And then after that, I have to say One Little Victory. We got some bluesy in there. I like that song a lot. And Secret Touch. I like that song a lot too.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's it.
Mr. William.
Yes, it's somebody had mentioned the whole argument earlier around, do you like the original overproduced one over, high end, or do you like the remix? I think they both have merit. I've spent more time recently with the remix, and I think they really opened it up. There's some good stuff. You can hear a lot more about what Alex is doing as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I also love the original crunchy, muddy, messed up. It's almost like Rush's version of Born Again by Sabbath. It's just muddy, hard rock, and I like it. So I'm partial to that just because that's the way it came out, and they delivered it that way. Like when it first dropped, it was like, wow, this is heavy stuff, and it was grungy. So I've got both on CD. And I've got this one here. This is an interview with Geddy Lee talking about them recording and preparing the studio for Neil after the tragedies when he decided to come back. This is on my page, actually, this interview. It's really quite good. It's pretty blunt. Geddy's pretty straightforward in his comments about the whole thing, and they wanted to really create a safe environment for Neil to come back to record this. So. And then I also have the remix on vinyl, which I picked up a little while ago. I'm going to say, this is a tough one. One Little Victory, the way that opens with the the drum pounding. Yeah, just
Animal on the drums.
yeah. Right away, you know Neil, and with Rage, Neil plus Rage. I mean, he was just, you know, and I can see why that song became such a hit live. It wasn't my favorite at first, but then after seeing it live, I was like, okay, this song kicks. But I do love the opening. Ceiling Unlimited and Ghost Rider, also two amazing songs, both done live on the Vapor Trails tour. Peaceable Kingdom, really interesting take on the 9/11 situation, and all of that. Stars Look Down is an interesting tune. How It Is, very good song. They brought that live a couple of years ago. Always thought they should have played that live. It's a really good Rush song. It's just pure Rush, and I think it would have been a great thing to see live in a live setting. Secret Touch, another great live one. Earthshine kicks, beautiful song. Sweet Miracle, Nocturne, Freeze, as Webb said, part 4 of Fear, and Out of the Cradle, also a very good song. This album is actually, there's a lot of songs on this record. I don't know what the running time is, but yeah, there's a lot of good playing on here. I think I'm gonna have to go with Earthshine as my favorite, and then second up would be Ghost Rider. Because it really, if you read Neil's book, Ghost Rider, this song really captures the situation and the emotion. And then it's almost like the song is the Reader's Digest version of the book in that sense. I mean, it's the same sentiment is there. So yeah, Vapor Trails, man. Good stuff. Yep, no problem.
Nice.
Thank you.
Mr. Brian. Brian. Byron. Brian.
Byron and the Snow Dog.
Yeah. Brian, what's your pick off of the Vapor Trails?
Yep, I think Ghost Rider, and then I got that other one, the Earth something.
Earthshine.
Earthshine, I guess. I can't read my writing, but yeah, that's good. And when you hear that one live, it always sticks out. I don't know. I like what they did with this album, but like I said, it's starting to trail off for me on holding my interest.
Cool. Logan.
All right. Well, me and Christina lined up on this one. Actually, I went with Freeze. That's towards the end of the album. This is kind of how long is this album? Like an hour and 7 minutes about. So it's pretty long.
Freeze is
record,
6.5. Yeah, Freeze is 6.5 minutes.
I think that's like a really deep cut, song to like search for in this record, because it's really like it's towards the end, like second from the end, But I just really like the riff in it, and it's not really a riff, I guess. Alex is kind of playing this like harmonic thing with his with like a string, like he's barely touching the note with his fingers. It's kind of interesting. Just it kind of reminds me of the stuff that was going on around that time in music, So I guess that might have been, maybe they were trying to fit in a little bit with that. I don't know, but and Geddy and Neil sound great. Like at the start, they do like a little bass and drum kind of intro thing before he comes in with that line, and it's kind of they fit a lot in for 6.5 minutes. I feel like a lot of distinct parts to it. And I know Geddy they didn't have any like keyboard work anymore on this. This is like pretty heavy duty power trio kind of thing going on with this album. And I feel like he does like these vocal inflections on like a song like this to, take the spot from where the keyboards used to be kind of thing. Because he's doing a couple like vocalization things during the chorus and stuff, which I thought was cool. It kind of adds to it. And then the solo section is kind of interesting because Alex is playing that like harmonic thing, and Geddy and Neil are just going crazy kind of with each other during that part. So yeah, and all the songs in the Freeze, all the Fear kind of thing, I always liked all them songs. So they kind of all go together lyrically kind of thing. I guess that's kind of what Neil was going for with that. So yeah, that's my pick. And I love One Little Victory too. That's awesome song. Like what Dave was saying, or Will, not Dave. I don't know. West Coast Dave might have said something too, but Yeah, Will mentioned it. I mean, that drum part at the start is great, man. So,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I went with Logan probably knows what I went with based off of my musical taste. But yeah. Logan, you can probably guess what I went with. Come on.
Probably, I don't know. You might as well just say it. Probably not.
One Little Victory, the heaviest song.
Oh, okay. All right.
Really, really, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Starts
probably
off.
between them two for me, man. Yeah, that's a good song.
Yeah. It was well, as Bill was saying, the really heavy drums at the very beginning.
Yeah.
I almost said Alex. Alex is not playing drums. Neil is hitting those drums like crazy.
Talking about Van
yeah.
Halen too much in the chat.
Yeah, there's so much Van Halen in the chat for some reason. No, I know why. But yeah. So yeah, I had to go with One Little Victory. That was just the one song that was actually played on the radio, which is kind of crazy because it's so heavy. Yeah, heard that one on the radio when it came out. So I guess you could call that the one hit, I guess, off of this. I mean, probably the most well-known song is probably One Little Victory. Because when putting this back on, I recognize that song instantly. But yeah, it's a great heavy song too, all the way through. Just all sorts of little tempo changes in it though, but it's heavy all the way through. And yeah, I just thought that was the one that stuck out for me. It was One Little Victory, and it opens the album. So do think these guys have pretty strong openers on most of their stuff. So yeah, I went with One Little Victory. So then we move on to, now we're on the covers album. So this was actually released as an EP. It's EP. It's 27 minutes. So still, I guess that's long for an EP. But yeah, speaking of Van Halen, this is like, again, the length of a Van Halen album, basically. Those albums are not much more than 27 minutes. But yeah. So Christina, what's your favorite off of this?
I have this on order. It'll come next week.
Nice.
They did this because they want to honor the music that made them start playing music. That's what it is. It's like 30th anniversary. And the cover art is like the San Francisco Fillmore Auditorium posters from the 60s. My favorite songs are Heart Full of Soul, Sticker, and Shape of Things.
Cool.
I
Nice.
think they do a good job on it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Mr. Will.
Yo, so I showed you the 45 CD,
Cool.
and here's the vinyl. This is I don't know what year this came out. I didn't get the original when it first came out, but it's the back.
2004.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The original, yeah, that's right. So this I don't know when I got this 20 something, sometime in the last 20 years. So but it's cool looking vinyl. I'll show that to you quickly.
I didn't write down the year. That's weird.
So it's kind of groovy, just like the cover.
Yeah.
Cool. But it's just a cool looking film, and the production is great. As I think Webb had mentioned, this is recorded live on the floor, and it shows, and it's well done, and it's nice to hear Rush do these covers. I was pretty excited when this came out. It was good to hear them do these songs live. I'm gonna have to go with I think "Summertime Blues."
Okay.
I think that's one of my favorite Who songs, and correct me if I'm wrong. I think Cream did it. Cream.
No, Blue Cheer.
Sorry, the Who. Blue Cheer. That's it.
Blue Cheer.
Yeah, it's just a killer song. Rush does it great. They just play it the way it was meant to be played. Love it, and it's just really all good songs on here. 7 and 7 is. I didn't actually know that song until this came out, and I had to go and listen to the Love version. I was
Who
like,
Cheer.
okay, now I get it. So, Who Cheer. Yeah. Crossroads, obviously, song version that they do. But yeah, I got to go with Summertime Blues. It kicks. Hearing them do it live on the R32 or watching them do it live was really great to see this as well. So there you go. That's my pick. Mr. Soul's pretty good too. I will say that, because not everybody can tell you, and it's
Oh, something's going on with what the hell's going on with your camera now? This is doing some weird flickering thing.
He's good now.
Oh,
You're good now. That was weird.
Oh, yeah, I heard it. Okay. It's my keyboard. I'm typing away at the same time. So anyway, yeah. So there you go.
Cool. Brian, what's your favorite off of this?
Yeah, I'm picking Mr. Soul. I enjoyed it a lot. I liked all these songs. I thought all of them were good. They did everything justice. I think everything sounded like the original way that they were trying to record and whatever the 60s. The Seeker I like a lot. Shape of Things I liked a lot. But yeah, I'm picking Mr. Soul, and for what it's worth, I think that those were really fun. I like what Alex did with the guitar tones and made it really, I don't know, catchy.
All right, cool. Logan, what's your favorite out of this?
I'm gonna agree with Webb. Seeker, man. Yeah, it's great, and I like watching them do that live, like Webb was talking about, because they did that on that R30 tour, like Bobo was talking about. And that, I mean, that's a great Who song, and that's probably the only time I'm ever gonna get to talk about it, because we never, well, it's not on an album or anything. So
Yeah.
I mean, unless I got Cindy to play it or something, maybe, I guess. But
Wait, the Seeker's not on an album?
no, it's a single, man.
No,
What?
it's a single. Yeah.
That was not. How is that not on
I
an
didn't
actual?
know that.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, it's not on. Yeah,
Why
it's
do I
a
feel like
19.
It's a great song.
Yep.
Well, it's
I mean,
probably
it's on,
on one
like,
of those
the Tom.
compilations, maybe
Yeah, it's on
Big and
some Tom.
Bouncy, maybe, or
No.
something like that.
Yeah.
or-
Not on that either. I don't think it's not on any
No?
of that. No, I don't think so. 1970 single.
Yeah, so it's like right
Pretty
before
sure,
the next song.
It maybe as a bonus track on the later album, on the re-releases, probably.
Yeah,
I'll
maybe.
investigate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Well,
it's
we'll
on
look it
my
up, you
version
know.
of Who's Next, but it's probably a bonus, and
Which that would make sense because it's around that time. So,
yeah.
but yeah, that's always been one of my favorite.
Okay.
That probably is my favorite
Wow.
Who song, to be honest. So,
Okay.
yeah, I like the way Rush did it. I thought they did it pretty good,
Cool.
and all of it's really solid. I mean, one thing I think maybe they could have tried to tackle some Zeppelin. Maybe would have been cool because I know Zeppelin.
Yeah,
They
you'd
love Zeppelin
think
too.
They would have
So-
done. Yeah. I wonder what they would have done. I don't know. Dazed and
Could have done like
Confused.
Good Times, Bad Times, or something fast. It would have been awesome.
Your favorite they could do the 17-minute version of Dazed and Confused just for
Oh yeah, they got to make the album long somehow, right?
you. Communication breakdown would have been awesome, but Getty didn't have the aggressive voice to kind of do that kind of stuff anymore. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I had to go. This one was easy for me. I had to go with Crossroads. I loved that when I heard it. And yeah, this is going to sound stupid. I didn't know there was a Cream version. I heard this one first. So to me, this is the original, even though it's not even the Cream one's not original. It's Robert Johnson, right? It's
There might be people who think it's a Leonard Skinner song still because they do it on a live album. Who knows?
You
never know.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm more. This is the one I'm actually the most familiar with, and the solo on that is just killer. Alex just goes nuts on that. I just think it's a fantastic version of that song. If I'm gonna put on Crossroads, it's honestly this version. I like the Cream one. I went to listen to that as well. But yeah, when I heard this, I was like, "Whoa, what is this?" And just thought it was amazing. And yeah, I got this. I think I don't know if it was the day it came out, but I got it shortly after release. This is where the eye rolls will probably happen, but it's my favorite Rush album since Farewell to Kings.
Oh Jesus!
I knew Webb was going to be the one.
You know what he likes. It makes sense. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm a '70s guy, right? And I like that blues
Yeah.
element to the guitar playing and that sort of sound, right? So, but
I stand corrected. You guys are right. It was non-album single, "The Seeker" in March 1970, included on their 71 comp, Meaty Beady,
it wasn't on
Big
the
and Bouncy. Yeah, so
I
it
figured
was
they
on
would have
that.
put that on there.
Oh.
Why wouldn't you? Like, yeah.
Recorded January 1970. It was recorded, released in March, and yeah, so
I can't believe that's not a studio. Like, what?
I have that.
That's crazy to me.
it's a fun song to play. Yeah,
And I'm looking at
telling
the
you that.
I'm looking at the bonus tracks. It's not even on that. There's other songs. Like, why? Like, what? It's just.
yeah, it's a fun song to
that's
learn,
weird to
Webb.
me.
I know some of the guitar parts. Still.
Oh yeah, it's fun to
Yep.
drum to, without a doubt.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's wild to me. I did not know that. I always just assumed.
See, you
like,
learn something about the Who on a Rush show. You never
yeah,
know.
see, I like.
You
never know.
Don't get me wrong. I like the Who. I don't know how many times I've actually put on like a Who album to listen to it, other than Who's Next. Like, if I'm being truthful with that, I mean, I'm
All
sure
that 70s stuff
go
killer,
back
man.
and
I
like
love
all that stuff. It's just yeah, I know the hits basically, and some of the I like
every day.
Who's next?
what's the one with the aux on it? That might be their first album, isn't it?
I think it is. Yeah. Who sings
Yeah.
My Generation?
I
Right?
love that song. That's honestly, that's probably one of the heaviest albums of the time.
Yeah, it's 66, I think. So
Yeah,
Yep.
just the Who, for whatever reason, not a band where I sat there listening to full albums very much for whatever reason. And I love all the hits, like Behind Blue Eyes and all that. But anyway, it's not a Who show. Rush Time. All
Behind
right.
Blue Eyes is a great song.
Yeah,
we might
So-
get there one day. Maybe.
we'll get there. There's not
Yeah.
that many albums, really, right? Like,
Maybe
Endless
12.
Wire is
maybe.
my favorite. No, I don't know. I've never actually listened to it. Is that criticized? I don't know. Probably.
Live at Lee's has always been my favorite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then
Well-
they came out with the 25th anniversary of that show with all the full show many years later.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard.
Yeah,
it.
Live at Leeds was awesome.
Yeah, but
Oh,
the
yeah.
original, like it's just Young Man Blues. Oh my God, that's just
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
See,
They're all-
again, when
they're
it comes
all
to the Who, Live at
Yeah.
Leeds. Sorry.
yeah, that's it.
Not
I mean,
Who's
I
Back.
had
Live at Leeds is the one I'll go to because I'm forgetting
Yeah.
live albums. But yeah,
that's a kick ass.
Live at
Crazy how
Leeds
short that is.
easily.
Crazy how short that is when it came out. It's only like 6 songs, you know.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
only
So you
six.
got to get like
You know?
you got to get the CD because that's
That's
much
what
all
I
of it.
have.
It's
Yeah.
got the whole
Yeah, it's all
thing.
on there.
I've heard.
And I
all
don't
the
even have. I have
songs,
the
it's
I have
just
the
not an
first
album
I have the
form.
first
Yeah.
CD they put out that doesn't have the Tommy stuff. So there's even more
Okay.
stuff because they played all the
Yeah.
Tommy there too.
Yeah,
So
that's
Mhm.
right. Yeah, yeah, it's
Yeah, that
up
was a
there
tour
with.
for-
Yeah, that's right. It's up there with Purple, Deep Purple's live record, live in Japan. Live in Japan.
I will say,
Good
Live at
one.
Leeds is probably my all-time favorite live album. So there is
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And it sounds great.
I don't know
too.
how the
It
hell I
sounds-
just forgot to mention that when talking about the one I listen to the most. It's because I'm thinking studio. But yeah,
Might be
Live
the
at Leeds
only.
is my go-to Who album. So.
I have a limited knowledge on the Who though. Like I know all their stuff, but I think that's the only record I actually own. Live at Leeds. I got like
Maybe
three,
I'll really
three
get into them
copies.
and I'll start Sid's Who page.
Yeah, there you go.
Sid's the Who page. No, that's a terrible name. Sid's the Who. That sounds weird. Will's Rush has a nice flow, but Sid's the Who, like what?
Since the is.
My favorite Who song is Bus Rider. No, I'm kidding. That's Guess Who. Anyways.
Magic. Sid's
Whose
magic
turn is
bus.
it? Christina?
Sid's
No, I
magic
don't know.
bus.
Yeah.
page.
Did you
Christina's
went right?
right? Cause,
Yeah,
'cause
you
we're on the
went.
next album now. We're on
Snakes and Arrows.
Snakes and Arrows.
Snakes and
Yep.
Arrows.
Snakes and Arrows. Yes, slogans and arrows.
I'm
Yes.
gonna try this, Web. It was co-produced by Nick Raskulinecz.
Yeah, that sounded better than my take. Yeah.
Webb said Nick Rasmus Zabazada. That's what he said.
Raza, yeah. They called him Bouge though.
Logan, say his name. No, I'm kidding.
Nick Razamanaz is what I heard.
Razamanaz. There you go.
Yeah.
Razamanaz.
Good song.
Stop. We're gonna have to be talking Nazareth.
Nazareth. Yep.
All
Yeah,
right.
don't be-
3 instrumentals on the LP, and
There's three.
Neil built the title from the Shakespeare's Hamlet phrase, "Slings and arrows," and the board game "Snakes and Ladders."
Cool.
The album cover art is from an ancient Hindu board game painting called Iela, Ieela, the Game of Knowledge.
Yeah.
It was painted by the late Indian scholar and author Harish Johari. Hugh has a family cameo of his 92-year-old aunt's hands, who used to be a concert pianist, on the back cover. My favorite song is Spindrift. I just
Cool.
love Getty's. He's hard hitting on that bass, and Neil's drumming is just insane. And Alex's riffs are like, they're just great. He's got a great solo. It's just a good groove. And after that, I would say Malignant Narcissism. I love that. And Armor and Sword is really good too. That one's really good too.
Cool. Well, Snakes and Arrows.
Yeah, I don't have it on vinyl, but I'm waiting for Dan to send me a copy because he said he bought 10 copies. So
What?
he's going to give me a deal on one of them. This album, when it first came out, I was really long. It's a really long record. It's like Vapor Trails. There's a lot of material on here, but the production, it's all, it's a pure Rush record lyrically. As Christina had mentioned, Neil's looking at a lot of different philosophies, Eastern, Western cultures. There's, Armor and Sword jumps out. Really, really great song lyrically, interesting stuff. Working the Angels, The Larger Bowl. Looking at again how some have so much, others have nothing. Spindrift, yeah, absolutely unique, proggy Rush song. The Main Monkey Business, killer instrumental track. Yeah, like it's
Take
up
care,
there.
Webb has to head out.
Oh,
Take
okay,
care.
Webb.
Sorry,
Will.
Good day.
Gotta
No
I didn't
problem.
mean to interrupt Will's flow, but I got to go.
No problem.
Love you guys. It's awesome. I love doing this.
Interrupting.
Bye, Webb.
Whoa.
Good to see you, man.
All right.
Okay. Y'all have
a good
fun.
one.
All right, guys. Thanks.
Yeah.
Take care. Webb. But yeah, Main Monkey Business is up there. Like Rush's, it's in the top 5 instrumentals, I think. The Way the Wind Blows. I didn't care for that song at first, but then after I listened to it more and more, I appreciate the lyrics. Hope is a beautiful acoustic piece done on the 12-string, and the live version on the Snakes and Arrows live DVD is beautiful as well. Faithless, very interesting song. Neil covers a lot of ground on this record lyrically. Bravest Face, good song. Good News First, good song. Malignant Narcissism, great instrumental, great short instrumental. Soundtracks from a Japan airport mixed into the mix. And that was actually recorded. Neil played on a practice kit when that was recorded because they had finished recording all the tracks for this record, and his main kit had been packed up and shipped off. So the producer heard actually Getty noodling around on a fretless Jaco Pastorius bass, and thought, okay, this is interesting, and he just recorded it without Getty's knowledge, and that's how that song came to be. And then he'll get on the kit and pound out some sounds for that track, and then of course Alex did his Alex thing and laid down, like Alex is famous for laying down like 400 different tracks in a couple hours and pretty much use whatever you want. So so that's how that song came to be, and it ended up becoming a really great song and a live song as well. So I got to go with Armor and Sword. I think that's my favorite song on this record. My second choice would be Spindrift, and The Main Monkey Business would be my third. But there's a lot of really good instrumentational work. Instrumentation. See, I'm trying to sound smart now. But yeah, a lot of good playing on this record.
Yes.
And then there is the lyrical side of it as well. Neil's got a lot to say on this record. So
Cool.
Thanks.
Ryan, Snakes and Arrows.
Yeah, I liked a lot of the lyrics on this too. I thought it actually had a point. Everything had a point. I think the production on it was great. Can you still hear me?
Yep, you're good now.
Yeah.
So, all right, so I picked The Secret Touch, and what, The Stars Above Earth? Is that the other one?
Well, Brian's talking about Vapor Trail.
You're talking about Vapor Trails, Brian.
Oh, so I had more stuff. Okay. Well, I don't know what I looked up then, because that's what I thought I had. That's what.
But you already had. That's fine. You already had. What was the song you mentioned? Oh my god. You mentioned. You mentioned the song though, didn't you?
No, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Whatever I looked up was not the correct thing.
Album? That's weird.
2007.
AI
right?
strikes again.
No, I think you
Yeah,
said
strike
Armor
again.
and Sword, didn't you? I don't know. I don't.
Will said
No,
that.
look at
Will
AI.
said that. I remember.
But
Yes, Will said
I
that.
don't know what I'm. Sometimes I don't know what I'm pulling from. So
You forgot to reduce Snakes and Arrows.
I guess so.
All right. Well, Brian's favorite song is Spindrift. No, I just picked a random song. I don't know. All right, Logan. What's,
Well, you know Far Cry, eh, Brian? You know Far Cry.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
that
Far Cry.
song.
Yeah, for sure.
that's the big radio song,
That's
right?
the big radio song, yeah. And and Malignant Narcissism, you know that because I close my shows with that sometimes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I beat the hell out of you guys with that song. So.
Oh, that is what that is. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Mr. Logan, what are you going with?
Well, I'm agreeing with Will. I went with Armor and Sword, man. I thought that was a cool song, you know. And they pack a lot into that song. I thought in 6 minutes? Yeah, 6:36. So it's quite a bit going on in that track. I like how it starts with Neil's drums too. I know it said he got something from Buddy Rich, like the intro. It must come from a Buddy Rich song, so that's kind of cool. I thought, kind of showing off his inspiration, because everybody knows he loves Buddy Rich. Did that whole tribute album for him and everything. So, and I guess as a sample, it says here he's got a sample of sheet metal triggered by Pert on his Roland TD-20 kit. So I guess he plays some sheet metal on this song somewhere.
Sounds metal.
So
It's a
yeah,
metal album.
literally, right? Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, I just really like that song. I don't know, that's the one that, well, really this one, I think this probably is like one I didn't listen to too much before we started doing this, these last two really. But I've really come to like really enjoy this album in the last week. So probably is one of my favorite ones we talked about today, I would say. So and I really like the instrumental, the first one, the Main Monkey Business. I like that one. I almost picked that song.
Okay.
Thought that was cool. So yeah, I'm going with the Armor and Sword there.
Coste made metal. Wow. Okay. Who knew? Can you imagine like Neil's like introducing his band to somebody who doesn't know? What instrument do you play? I play metal sheets. They'd be like, what?
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know that. I'll have to listen for it next time, maybe. See if you can hear it.
That is wild. Cool.
It is well.
I didn't realize that. Well, there's lots of bands do that. They do these they'll throw in like weird things in the recording, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Axl Rose threw. No, I won't get into that.
That was a weird recording, wasn't
That
it?
was a very weird recording. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
Poor Steven Adler. Poor Steven Adler.
Yeah. So this is confession time. Don't worry, it's not anything weird. So this was actually a Christmas, I think. Yeah, Christmas gift. My parents got me this for Christmas.
Wow.
And this, I guess, had probably just came out. So the radio was like playing Far Cry all the time. I kind of like that song. Yeah, it came out in 2007. Just listened to it for the first time when doing this exercise. So it's been sitting there. Sorry, Mom and Dad. I haven't used your Christmas gift for.
Mom's over
almost
here shaking
20
her
years.
head.
At least you used it
She's over
now.
here shaking her head at you.
Like, oh yeah.
What about the copy of Hold Your Fire I sent you for Christmas? Did you play that or just
I
throw
thought that
it
was a
aside?
gag, that was the gag gift, right? No.
Yeah.
I do.
Throw it aside with all those unwanted presents, right?
Not buying you anything else done. And it's funny because I saw it, I was like excited. I'm like, oh, cool, the new Rush album. And then for whatever reason, I just never. Because you know what? Then I went to the store and I think it was HMV. Will would know what that is. Went to HMV and they think they had every single Rush album except for Test for Echo. And obviously they didn't have Clockwork Angels because it wasn't out yet. This was earlier. So I went and just bought everything they had. I think they had like this 2 for $10 deal thing. So I got them all for like $5 each. Just bought everything that was there. So then I went through, just started listening to them in order of like release dates. So I just fell in love with the 70s stuff. And then just I kept playing those all the time. So it's just, I don't know, for whatever reason, I just never put this on. I don't know why. I mean, I liked it. It was a couple of good songs on here, but I probably would just go Far Cry because it was the one that I kind of heard first that made me ask to get it for me for Christmas, and then I never even bothered to listen to the damn thing. Yeah. Next time, get me a better album. No, I'm kidding.
No more Christmas gifts. Oh yeah, you should have opened it up and been like, "That's not 2112."
Yeah. Oh my God. It is funny because I won't say, but like we were talking at Christmas and there was a family member there that was like complaining about Rush. Oh, Rush sucks. Rush this, blah, 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 blah. 5 minutes later, I'm opening up my Christmas gift and from my parents, it's a Rush CD. And he's just kind of like looking at me, just like, oh, okay.
Should have gave it to that family member. There you go.
There you go. You want this? You were just praising it. So you were just praising the band so much. Just kind of funny. Yeah. Oh my God. But yeah. My little fun story for that. So then we move on to the final album that we're probably ever going to get. I highly doubt they'll record a new one. We'll see. But
We'll see. You never know.
I don't know if that'll go over well. There's already people that are just like, oh, you can't replace Neil and blah blah blah. They shouldn't be touring ever again. But yeah. Anyways, so yeah. Moving on to Clockwork Angels.
Yes.
What's your favorite off of this, Christina?
Well, I wanted to say it was about a young man's journey across a vibrant world. It explores free will and the search, the meaning, and order versus chaos. My favorite, well, I got covered with. Webb already mentioned all about the 912 and everything, but also the symbols on the clock. They're like copper, mercury, and lead, and fire, water, air, and earth. The symbols, that's what they mean, the clock symbols. It's not your 1, 2, 3, 4. And also it mimics the way the angle is positioned. It mimics the creation of Adam by Michelangelo painting. It's supposed to kind of look like that. My favorite is the Anarchist. I love the chaos and order lyrics in that. And Getty, his bass groove is really good. Alex has electric and the acoustic 12 string. Oh, Alex also plays additional keyboards on this song. Neil has heavy, aggressive tom-tom patterns. And it also features... where's that at now? I lost my spot. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Features a string arrangement, is it? The mechanical order of the watchmaker's world with the volatile mindset of the anarchist. It portrays bitterness over being denied and told that you were always wrong. And then I got Caravan. I really love that song after that. And The Garden. The Garden is really good. And I really love your picture CD. Well, that's really nice. Really nice.
You talking about Will's?
His picture CD of The Garden.
The Garden, yeah. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool, man. That's a good song. It's got warm bass in it. I like that song. It's delicate. It's a nice song.
Yeah, for sure. No.
Cool.
Cool. Good job, Christina.
Mr. William.
Excuse me a second. Also has piano work in it done by Jason Snyderman. That's who does the piano work in that. That piano work is really good too.
Yeah, they were collaborating with a lot of people on this record, like the string ensemble that they took on tour with them, and which people were. Some people were mad about that. What are they doing, bringing an orchestra on stage with, how dare you? Yeah. It's like, come on, how can you be a Rush fan and not realize that these guys constantly
lots of bands do that.
Evolve? Yeah, like they
evolve.
I love about Rush.
Not the only band that took an orchestra on stage, but
no, exactly. So it was pretty cool, and yeah, it was a really, really great tour. I got to say, the single I showed you here with Caravan and Brought Up to Believe, they previewed these two songs on the Time Machine tour, and they were hard. It was harder than anything. I know Bobo and I have talked about this. It was harder than anything I'd ever heard Rush do. It was like grungy, hard rock two songs, and man, it was good. And I remember seeing that in Toronto, obviously, and it was just, they smoked the place with those two tunes. And this is coming, and they were, here's two songs from our upcoming album, Clockwork Angels. So, and then when Clockwork came out, so did the book. Actually, the book was released shortly after the record, I think. And the story, Clockwork Angels, was co-written. Oh, very nice. That's cool. Show the album. I always keep forgetting to show my albums.
Yeah,
you gotta. Yeah, but Clockwork Angels, the novel, was co-written with Kevin Anderson, sci-fi author, and co-written with Neil. And the book, when they were going on tour, after I had listened to this record a few times, I read the book. I did the audio book, and because I wanted the full story before I went and experienced it live with the orchestra. So it was like a whole thing. That whole year was just all about Rush. 2012, man, it was such a good year. And the tour went into 2013. I was going to say, this is a pure Rush record. It's a prog record. There's like the book talks about all the different characters in the story in the steampunk sci-fi world.
Yeah.
The songs are like tell that story as well on the CD. It's just there's so much going on in this record. It's incredible. And when the live version, Clockwork Angel Live, came out, I bought it on digital first, and it was through iTunes, and it was like the MP3s were so crunched down, they sounded like shit. So I went out and bought the CD and the DVD. Yeah, they were so like there was so much happening in that live production from the show. They couldn't crunch it; they had to crunch it all down on these crappy audio files. So when I got a better copy, it blew me away. I could talk about this one for forever, but what a great record to go out on. The final Rush studio record. Swan song, really. And excellent science fiction story, excellent prog record. So many great tunes. For me, I've got to go with the Carnies as my favorite song on this record. Even though The Anarchist is a kick-ass hard rock song. Yeah, it's a good song. And then a runner-up would be Seven Cities of Gold. That is just pure Rush song story. Love it. It almost feels like the journey of the character in the narrative of this record almost feels like a Game of Thrones. For you Game of Thrones fans, it almost feels like a bit like Arya's story, where she wants to, after everything that's happened, she wants to journey and see the edge of the world. And that's what Seven Cities of Gold reminds me of. Like I said, so many good characters, so many good songs. And the novel, there's 3 books now too. I don't know if you know that, but Clockwork Angels, Clockwork Lives, and then there's I think Clockwork Destiny, and that's the 3rd one that that Kevin finished after Neil passed.
Funny.
Neil had some work involved in it, so like there's a whole 3 books that tell this science fiction story. So check those out if you haven't. And then of course it closes with The Garden. So classic, beautiful Rush song to close this record out and close the end of this chapter. So, and the last record. So, but yeah, Carnies is going to be my number 1 song on this.
Cool.
So yeah.
Brian.
Yeah, I like this album a lot. It redeemed a lot of some of the other albums that I thought had filler in it, but I think this is almost a perfect album. I'm still going to give it like a 9.5 before I even talk about it. But everything about it was fantastic, and it really took me on a journey. I'm thinking Caravan. It's so memorable. I hum it all the time when I'm walking around. I can hear it just like an earworm just going on in my head, and I really like that song a lot. I'm definitely picking The Garden because I like everything that they did with what they did. Like I said, there's a lot of memorable moments. There's a lot of memorable riffs, harmonies, and choruses, especially throughout this whole thing. There's a lot of feel to it. I mean, they really took their time with this album to write it properly, and I'm glad they didn't rush the damn thing. I think this is really one of their, in many of their perfect albums. This is just like Will said, it's a good way to wrap up their legacy, you know, with this album. It's really, really, really good. I thought it was really done well. The production, I'm blown away with it, even with headphones. I really liked it. And everything they do off of it that's live is, you know, it's completely recreated like it was in the studio. That's an amazing feat, I think it is, with strings and everything. Really impressed with this album a lot.
Whoa, where's the static coming from?
Oh, it might be the wind.
Is that just wind? Really? Okay.
Yeah.
The way the wind blows, you know.
I don't know if Brian was done though or not.
It's a spindrift.
Yeah, Caravan.
Okay.
The Garden. I just think that it's epic. They're epic songs.
Cool.
All right. So, guess I'm gonna go with Seven Cities of Gold, man. Thought that was a really cool track. And that kind of like, I didn't even really know. I heard the phrase before, but I didn't know like the background of all that. I guess it's like an old Spanish myth that there was these cities of gold, like wealth and stuff. So people will go there and try to find them back in like the 16th century or something. So it's kind of like Neil's kind of taking that, turning it on its head, making it his own thing kind of thing to fit into the story of the album. And I just think it rocks, man. I think it's a really, really cool rock song. The producer here, I got a quote. He said, "There's a lot going on. So as a producer, I want to make sure that we don't lose the song. I love the way it builds up coming out of this chaotic funk," he calls it. And then you have Neil just slamming. It makes me want to drive fast, is what he said. So he must have liked that track. And he also mentions too, Alex's live solo was live from the floor, so there's no overdubs, or he's just playing basically like it's a live concert kind of thing. So I thought that was really interesting, and I think it is one of Alex's better, probably guitar songs. Honestly, maybe not on the album, but like probably of the last couple albums we talked about. So yeah, and it's all in one take apparently, all his guitar stuff. So that's pretty cool, you know. And I believe Carney's is the one that starts with a heavy riff, right? I think.
No, that's the Anarchist.
Okay, that song's awesome.
That's a great song, but then Carney's just kind of dovetails it. It's perfect because it's also quite heavy, but it's got a wicked bass line, and it's just like the way they fit together.
Because there was one song like in between. It might have been Anarchist or Carney's. I don't know one, but it had a really cool riff at the start, and then it kind of just went away from it a little bit.
Yeah.
So I didn't know. Yeah.
Yeah,
but I thought that was cool, man. Yeah,
I have to go back and re-listen to it. You know, it's there's so many good songs. You make a good point, Logan. I didn't mean to cut you off, but about Seven Cities of Gold being based in history. When he put the story together, because also I will mention like the Wreckers, that back in the days of shipping and freight and everything. This is what they used to create the like the pirates. Certain pirates would create ghost lights. And to lure the ships to the rocks, the ship would crash, and then the pirates would come in and murder everybody that was still alive and steal all the gold. You know, steal all the gold and everything. So like that was all. He did his research on this and to tell all these great stories and then tie it into the characters. So
they fit it into the story. Is the cool part, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Awesome.
So I'm going with here I am being whoa, look at that loud.
Sorry.
I knew that wasn't me that time.
No,
Dance party at your house?
it's on my other computer.
Oh, that was an ad, I hope. Christina, you're going techno on us now? Come on. I'm kidding.
I like all kinds of music.
I went with Headlong Flight. That's almost a power metal song. Like it's very heavy. That's again one of the heaviest things they've probably ever done. I really loved Headlong Flight. That's a really, really heavy song. Alex's solo and that kicks ass. Just he goes off on that one again. Brings back anytime Alex picks up the wah-wah, I'm sold. I just love that solo. Just fantastic. Just a great heavy song. Christina at the discotheque. Yeah. She's gonna have the crystal ball above her head every day, every show now.
I had a little one of them in my car one time.
Headlong Flight for me. So that wraps up the whole Rush catalog of all this, of our favorite song from every album, or in Will's case, favorite song plus 10 honorables.
Yeah, exactly. Choose your favorite Rush song. I can't do that. I'm sorry.
We'll do this again. I
can say at least two out of three ain't bad because that wasn't on the first one, unfortunately.
Do this again with worst Rush song on every album.
We can do that.
That is actually a show, but like that seems too easy. It's like we'd all have to probably the same pick. Like it's just like everyone's just.
I know what some of webs are.
I know what some webs are. All right. You'd almost have to just like pick like some of those little like acoustic interludes or whatever, just in between. I mean, Rivendell or something, or Rivendell. Just, I don't know. What are you really gonna pick from some of these?
Rivendell's a good song, man.
But it's just like you have to pick something that's worse, especially with Hemispheres. There's 4 songs. What do you pick as a worst song?
Hemispheres
Will would have
versus
trouble picking back.
2112. Ooh, that'd be a heated discussion. Or Rivendell versus Taishan.
Oh God!
And then we could set up some voting on your.
Can I go on the train to Bangkok, please?
Oh my God! Yeah, there was a show that did that. I think it was Martin Popoff. He did like the worst Rush song on every album. Those are tricky, right? Because you might piss off some people. There's a song you don't like, but
Yeah, they're hardcore.
Webb, I know Webb commented on there and posted his list of like his least favorite song on all the Rush albums. And for Hemispheres, he's just like the first minute of Hemispheres, I guess, with a question mark. I don't know. Just like he didn't know what to
Ed, this went pretty good though. I told you, Sydney.
Yeah.
I told you I did a show last year, 2 years ago with some friends, some other guys on studio records. All the studio records were Rush. 4.5 hour discussion.
19 albums, right? Or no, sorry, 19.
Yeah, 19 records, studio record. And then we decided to do the live records, but we never got around to it because we figured.
Oh, you did feedback too, so it would be 20 then, right?
Yeah.
Or did you not do feedback?
No, I think we did feedback.
So that'd be
We did
20
everything.
then.
Yeah, we argued a
Holy
lot.
crap.
We argued
In
a
one
lot,
show?
so, yeah. Then went on. It was during the pandemic, so it might have been three years
Like
ago.
full on album reviews, or just kind of like, or just kind of quickly brief going?
No, it was full on review.
Holy crap!
Track by track sort of thing, and a lot of heated discussion. Ate up the time, so it was interesting. And then,
Popsicle on the show. Wait.
but yeah, one of my buddies, Al Horta. I don't know if you guys know him, but he does the his page is Be Cool or Be Cast Out, or Be Cool or Be Podcast Out web page. Al's a big Rush fan collector down in Florida, actually. So anyway, yeah, we did that. We never did the live records. We decided it would be too heated and it would go on too long. So
Yeah. Oh my God! Once you get to Hold Your Fire, that's when the clubs come out.
that's right.
Or even Power Windows. I think that's the one that's even more divided because you get people that are big into new wave and love the synth stuff, and then you get the people that are more like me who aren't really into that thing. But then people get so heated with it, and they're just like, "Do you even have ears?" And just like, okay. Your ears even work. People get so like offended with music. It's kind of funny. Oh,
yeah, that's the fun. Yeah.
So yeah, thanks everybody for watching. So yeah, this was another Power Windows is fantastic, says Bobo. See, there's Bobo says there's no worst Rush song. I mean, but yeah, that is tricky. If it's a band where you love every song, having to pick like your, I don't want to say worst. You do call it least favorite, right? Because worst makes it sound like it's crap. It's like,
Yeah, least favorite would be
least favorite instead of this is the worst song on the. Yeah, it was a fun show. So yeah, I'd like to thank Webb, Christina, Will, Tom, who's in here at the very end of the show. Tom, rewind.
Everybody.
Thanks for stopping by, Tom. But we're done. No, thanks for being here, Tom. But yeah, so thanks to Webb, Christina, Will, Brian, Logan, and I'm not gonna thank myself. That would be kind of weird. Yeah. Thanks everybody here. Just got Hoke. I mean, yeah, I know what you meant. Just got home. Okay, cool. No worries, Tom. So yeah, it was a fun one. Go back and watch it. Some funny moments. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Will, what do you want to plug for your channel coming up this week?
What's going on? I've got tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock in the morning for you early morners.
I'll be at work. So.
Yeah, I'll be drinking coffee, but I've got a Rush show tomorrow at 9. It's my show from Toronto, the August 9th show.
Oh, like the actual show. Okay.
Yeah, it's an audio, and then I put all my photos together for that from the show. Yeah, my son did most of the photography. I just watched. That was cool because I just watched the show. Okay. I think I took 5 photos, and I just watched them, and it was amazing. Okay. My son did all the work, so he got some great shots. So yeah, I'm running that show tomorrow, and then I've got an R30 audience recording streaming Wednesday night next week on my page, 7 o'clock. And then I got a few other things in the works, so nothing ready to go yet. So, but thanks for having me today,
yeah, of
Sydney and
Logan.
Logan.
Of course, I'm gonna do a Rush show. I'm not gonna not have you. That would be.
I appreciate it, man. I'm always happy to talk Rush. So I didn't do any homework at all, and I was just like, I think I'll be
right?
okay. But yeah, man, I've forgotten a lot of stuff over the years. So you guys bring it. You guys rediscovering this for the first time in some cases brings it all back. So it's fun to do. So thanks for having me. Good to see everybody.
Yeah. Can't do a Rush show without Will. It's like if we do Garth Brooks, I have to include Logan. Like, come on.
I'll include Connie over here.
You call her Connie? Wow. You don't even call her mom?
Hey, That's Mama.
Connie over here.
Connie, make me dinner.
Mama.
Is that what you tell her?
No.
You get smacked.
You'd be living where you are right now. Leave you at the
Back
camping
there.
ground
Back
in the
there.
forest.
You got his camp.
Oh, it's funny. Oh my god, that's funny. All right, so yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Go check out Will's channel tomorrow, or just in general. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. A little bit of a schedule change with these because I got a new job, so my hours are a bit different now. But tomorrow we'll be doing our trivia show. But it's going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern, so it's going to be what 5 hours later than we usually do it. But yeah, it's going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it'll be actually most of who's here. Well, 2 people: Christina, Brian. Who else is on that? Alex Winter's on that, and Uncle Neat. So they'll be wrapping it up. Ryan's in the lead actually right now. He's got a really big lead, and
It's on fire.
Will's teasing his Will bet on Brian to win, and it's looking like a good bet because it looks like Brian probably going to pull away with it. But we'll see. We still got 2 more shows, so we'll see what happens. But Will's already bet on Brian, and he already gave me the album. Well, I bugged him. I was just like, you give me some time to listen to it, so like in case in case Brian wins. So I already know what to listen to review in case Brian wins, and it's actually going to be a Johnny Winter album. What's it? Second Winter, right? The second album.
Right on Second Winter. Yeah.
Although I think
Cool,
isn't it
cool.
actually like his 3rd album or something? Or there's some weird thing with the title, or I don't know. Yeah, Second Winter. But
Well,
yeah.
what's the matter?
Oh no, it's a triple album because one side is empty or some weird thing. It's just it's
Yeah,
weird. right?
it's
Yeah,
got
I
a
think
fourth
four.
blank
It's supposed to be
side.
a double album, but there's
Yeah.
one whole side missing, so it's a triple album. It's I don't know, weird, or not a triple album. It's like a 1.5 album, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, what's coming up tomorrow is trivia, and then what else do we have coming up? Tuesday we're doing another show with Rand Anthony Kelly. He's got it's all jazz. It's another jazz fusion one. What is it called? Yeah, the Fusion Album Volume 5. We're doing another one of those. And then Friday, the Annihilator series will be back. Be continuing that. And then that Saturday, after that, which Mr. Logan unfortunately will have to either record a video from out in the woods or just at home, or give me his picks, because we're doing that actually at 11 in the morning. Again, work related. So next Saturday we'll be doing that at 11 in the morning. So we'll be doing our top 3 albums of 1975. So yeah. So feel free to join in on that one and post your picks for that as well for 1975. I wonder what Will here will have for that. Might rhyme with Kush. I don't know. Yeah, what lines with Rush? There's 2 albums to choose from too. So.
Fry by night, maybe.
Fry. Oh, no, what rhymes with night? Fight. Yeah, no. Fry by fight.
That's the chicken restaurant I'm opening. Is
Fry by
night.
fight. Fry by night. Chicken restaurant. Fry by night. Oh my god. So it's the album. Yeah, I wouldn't want to eat meat called Vitor and the Snow Dog. That might be a little bit weird.
Just, yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna stop.
Oh, enjoy your Anthem burger. Like what?
Yes.
What's in an Anthem burger? Oh my god. Yeah.
Yes. Brightor and fries. Can I have a Brightor and fries, please?
Big beautiful Bell Ride burger for Brian. Oh, all right. So yeah, we're gonna wrap this one up. Thanks everybody for watching. Like I said, go check out Will's channel tomorrow at 9 a.m. for Rush. So yeah,
Free coffee.
Yeah, Mr. Jan Chartrand, if he's still here in the chat, he's got his show tonight at 6 p.m. So about an hour and a half. Van Halen listening party where he's including all eras, so the David Lee Roth, Sammy, and even some of the much maligned. What's his name? Why am I forgetting? What's the guy?
Mr. Sharon?
Yes, Gary Sharon, Mr. Sharon. Why am I getting for? Yeah, so all 3. It's technically 4. I corrected Dan on that on his own. Technically 4 eras, isn't it? Because David Lee Roth came back. Michael Anthony's gone.
Oh,
so
technically, you had to be
I
that
know,
guy.
I have to be Mr. Technical.
You had to be that guy.
I did. I actually left a comment saying, I hate to be that guy, but isn't it 4 eras? Yeah. So
Poor Dan.
go check
I feel
out.
bad for Dan.
go check out Dan. Get to hear all of Van Halen 3. That's all he's playing. No, I'm kidding. He's doing all the Van Halen stuff. So that'll be cool. So yeah, jump on over to that. Yeah. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching, and we will be back again tomorrow with trivia. So yeah, go check out those other shows that we mentioned. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching.
Thanks, Ed. Take care.